way just do, he just smooth, bringing much news with the facts when he crush fools. I'm rough school, I bust moves like crush groove. Pass me the mic and I'll turn it into lunch food. Just cool, but talk slick and he'll punch dudes. Cowards get the message and they hush like chumps do. You can bring your whole bus crew plus two. T-Dub-T is astronomical, you comical. You a fool if you think we'll ever honor you. Them other channels ain't shit, no abdominal. This the face of new media, fuck a Donahue. You see my giant crew, we shine like a diamond do. If any trolls disrespect, yo, we finding you. We all surrounding you, it ain't no reminding you. He already done surpassed what you trying to do. So quit the fake smoke, you suckers better take notes. When you step into the chat, you better wipe your feet. Hit the like and keep your comment short and sweet. My homie just not a joke, you don't want a war. Plus a deep boxing IQ, you don't want to spar. He broadcasted from Jersey, so we straight. Put you deep in the dirt, that's why they call this the Garden State. You seem tough but not a threat like a garden snake. We not scared of you, we chopping off a head or two. Mark your calendar, remember what we said to you. It's no option, it's just do boxing. Mark your calendar, remember what I'm telling you. It's no option, it's just do boxing. Word 'em up. T-Dub-T, we in the spot. LDBC strong.
What's good? What's good? Salute to my family. How y'all good bros feeling? How y'all bros? How the queens feeling? Let me say what up to the family. Appreciate everybody from the jump pulling up to this second live. You know how your boy like to do. I'm just trying to stay active, consistent, and I'm trying to work, man. So I appreciate everybody pulling up for the second trip around, man. Hope everybody's been having a good ass day, man. Opulent LDTV, Brody, salute. First one in the building. Much appreciation, bro. Jeff, what's good with it, my bro? Appreciate you for pulling back up as well. MP, my bro, what's good with you, man? Appreciate you, man. Ghost, salute to you, Ghost. I got to check all I know. You send me a lot. I told you that's why I sent you my number, bro. Anytime, man, Ghost. You know, once you're the family, yo, you got my number. You could definitely call me, and we can always chop it up if you know what I mean. When you able, you know. Need to put Mauricio on his place. Yeah, he make his, unfortunately, Jeff, he make his rules up as he go along, bro. You know what I'm saying? Demetrius Bright, my bro, appreciate you for pulling back up for the second live of the day. I just try to put emphasis on that because when I see you early and you come back through, it's just, that's love right there. So I appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? I try to. Mike Kirkland, what's good with it, my bro? How you feeling? Salute to you as well, bro. Hope you having a good one. Hope you, you know what I mean? Hope everybody in here is enjoying a good, Tuesday night, man. Appreciate y'all pulling back up with your boy. As always, like I said, I'm just trying to stay active, stay consistent, and keep working. You know what I'm saying? But salute to my bro, Mike, man. Appreciate all y'all. As always, KJ, salute. Appreciate you pulling up. Ken, how you feeling, bro? Man, WBC running all the other sanctioned bodies. It seems like, you get what I'm saying, and Mauricio like to make up his rules as they go along. Oh, for sure, bro. As a breakdown, everything that they said, the WBC convention check on every kid. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely check it. I ain't gonna let you send me that stuff and not check it. Hell no, I'm damn sure I'm gonna read all through it. That's why I let you know I ain't even get to it just yet. But I got you. I know you got me, so I know it's the reason you dropped the info, so appreciate that, Ghost. Trust me. Any support, any info, anytime y'all pull up, smash the like button, share the video. Y'all know how it goes. Super chat, cash app. It's always appreciated. Every supporter counts. Y'all all matter to me in here. Judah, Ben, Israel, my bro, what's good with you, bro? Appreciate you for pulling up. WBO had the conference, and he dropped WBO news. Talk about it. Talk about it. They always made their rules. Facts, MP. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying? They make them as they go along, and it makes it hard for the boxing public to follow it. You get what I'm saying? It's hard, like when they making up their rules as they go along and pretty much doing what they want. Allowing people to cut the line, so to speak. Paying their money to cut the line. You get what I'm saying? It's a lot of weird stuff that goes on with them. Get the Russian thing. They said all of them are off rankings, but in the same press rank one one top 7. You get what I'm saying? Because again, yo, they think we stupid, Ghost. They think we stupid for fans, and they think that we don't really be paying attention. You get what I'm saying? The more they insult us, and the more lightly they take us as fans, the more we gonna find out about the BS that they pull, like contradicting us. How you gonna say you took them all off and then rank somebody in the top 7? I ain't even listened to it, and I know that don't make sense. And they blocking Undisputed at 75. That's bogus, yo. That's bogus, and that's exactly what's wrong with boxing. They had blocked Undisputed at 75, right? People will claim they did everything in their power to give us the Undisputed 147-pound fight, right? But yet and still, they find ways to make other fights, meanwhile giving us tons of excuses as to why we not getting the fights we want, all the way down to blaming us, from Fire Stick Bud to we stealing pay-per-views. Like, come on, man. Give us good fights, man, and we will support them, man. Facts. Us the people are third in line. You get what I'm saying, bro? We the damn consumer. We always matter. Always. Always, man. Those that mean Avenue shouldn't be allowed to fight. Oh, David Avanesyan. Yeah, they making Callum Smith the next mandatory and giving dude an eliminated. Making me Callum Smith. What has he did since getting his arm punched out of commission by Canelo Alvarez, yo? Really? What did he do since then, yo? Damn, man. This favoritism in boxing is be having me throwed off, man. David Av shouldn't be allowed to fight. Nah, I'm with you, bro. And think about this, y'all. Not only is he getting a fight, he getting a title shot. Who David Avanesyan beat that's warranting him a title shot, y'all? Who did he beat up? Who in the hell did that man beat up to get a title shot right now, y'all? It's beyond me. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. It's deep. You know how they be saying it's deeper than rap. It's deeper than rap, man. It's deeper than a title shot, man. It's deeper, or it's deeper than him just fighting him. Not only are you fighting him, you should be fighting him. This man getting a title shot. You telling me David Avanesyan deserved a title shot before Vergil Ortiz? You really telling me David Avanesyan deserved a shot before Boots Ennis? You know what I mean? You mean to tell me David Avanesyan deserved a shot at a fight before we deserve to see Undisputed at 47? That's what they telling me, yo. That's what they basically telling us, yo. You could come up with the best names. Fire Stick Bud, G40. Oh, yeah, man. I don't be knowing that people be catching it, yo. You get on my nerves. I couldn't believe that boy said Fire Stick in a conversation. It was dead serious, yo. He probably thought he had Earl, yo. I'm going to kill him with this, yo. I'm going to let him know, like, look, yo. People ain't buying the fights, know what I'm saying? People ain't buying the fights, but look, check this out. People got Fire Sticks, you know what I mean? They legally streaming the fight. They not paying. They don't buy pay-per-views no more. EJ, you know what I'm saying? Earl, they don't buy pay-per-views. I wish I could have been there. I'd have buy correction budget. They don't buy your pay-per-views. Don't lump Earl in there with that nonsense, buddy. Don't lump my boy in there with that. Facts, he Fire Stick Bud and Triple G is G40. Some people be calling him She-40. They killing him with the She-40, and they be calling Teofimo Lopez. Man, yo, these names be getting created, bro. I'm telling you. I don't even know him. You get what I'm saying? None of us do. Why is it? Bud don't know that man. But yeah, and still, it's a good fighter. Y'all might not know him over here. Yeah, we don't know him. You don't know him. Sitting up there talking about what we don't know. We know him more than you. Guarantee you I know more about David Avanesyan than Bud Crawford. I bet you. You'd have told it's a good fight. Bud, name his last opponent. I don't know. Name his last 5 opponents. Name somebody he beat that's telling you he deserving of a fight at your belt, at an opportunity at your belt. Tell me, who did he beat up? I could tell you who he kind of ducked. Though. Y'all want to know who he kind of ducked, though? You know what I mean? He ducked Boots Ennis. Told Boots, nah, he need like a tune-up fight first. That's just a cold word for saying I'm not fighting you. By the time I go get that tune-up, you going to be somewhere else not thinking about me because I ain't even got nothing to offer for nobody to be checking for me like that. That's exactly what he did. So you literally fighting a man that ducked a man that people don't want to fight. You get what I'm saying? Y'all WBO confirmed it, though. It was only the only voluntary fight Bud had. If he do not fight Vergil next, he gets stripped of the belt. Boom, 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 boom. But that's why we here, man. That's why we having this conversation. And again, y'all smash the like button. Appreciate y'all for pulling back up for the second live. Y'all know how I do. I mess around and come back one more time. I'm telling you, if it ain't too late, mess around and come back and do a late live. If I can't sleep like last night, I'm going to be on here. I will not do that again. I will be on here talking. But yeah, he need to be strict, holding up the division, holding up undisputed. You know what I'm saying? But Bud fighting on pay-per-view. You get what I'm saying? I mean, the fight will happen in summer 2023 if it happens. Let's talk about it. So reason I put something on the thumbnail, I see something because I think I see something. And according to what y'all saying, what I'm seeing might be accurate, man. They talking about stripping, buddy. You know what's funny about this guy? One of the only things that he might, where he might be consistent and keep his word is fighting his mandatories. Remember he said that? I always fight my mandatories. So if Vergil Ortiz is going to be his mandatory, what that mean, y'all? Who he going to fight, you think, after Avanesyan? EJ or Vergil Ortiz? Because it's looking like they created an out for this dude once again. They created an out. Just think about the time in this, y'all. He ain't even get his first fight out the way. They had it written. They're going to try to say, oh, it was time. They're going to give us a BS excuse, man. You know what I'm saying? We should get the best, but then say EJ versus Boot don't make sense. I say, fuck, wait on Bud. Boot's ready now. He is ready now, MP. In fact, Boots is ready right now. My bad, you'll let me catch up, y'all. Should have held on to his Euro title. You know what I'm saying? Ortiz needs to fight Stan Jonas. I'm with it. Or fight somebody that's really going to challenge him. You get what I'm saying, Jeff? Jay Miller, what's good with it, bro? Appreciate you for pulling up. Why did you take whatever name they gave him? I thought he was a boss. Facts, Jay. But yet and still, you know what he doing, Jay? Defending the fight. Talking about he a good fighter. Y'all probably don't know him. We know more of him than you, Bud. You get what I'm saying? Earl not waiting around for Bud. That's a fact. He gonna move with or without him. He going to do his thing. My zero pressure on Spence for not fighting his IBF mandatory and Boots. EJ back on the easy road. We gotta talk about this. Thor, salute. Appreciate you pulling up. How is the easy road the one where you take the belts off the champions? What Terence Crawford is doing is fighting lesser competition, meanwhile getting praised. What pressure does it need to be on Spence? Boots is the mandatory in the IBF. We know that, but we also know, and I know you've been paying attention, you do know Stan Jonas got the WBA regular title. What title Boots got? You get what I'm saying? Then with that being said, who do you think is in line first, him or Boots? It will be Stan Jonas. It's not Boots. Y'all wanted to be Boots because you think Boots got a shot at beating him, but that's just not the way it go. Even Boots know he not getting that shot. Even his father know he not getting that shot. You get what I'm saying? You don't have to pressure EJ. Why you don't have to pressure EJ? Because he been a man in his word, fighting anybody that he said. Anybody who's supposed to fight, he fought. The only reason Boots ain't there because Boots offers nothing. It's just high risk, low reward. So it'd be a damn good fight, but it'd be a waste of time. You get what I'm saying? Ortiz, we need to put pressure on people fighting the fights they supposed to fight. We being honest, Spence shouldn't he have to be pressured to fight nobody because he was trying to fight the man that claimed he was the best at 47. But that dude got done before Earl still don't have an opponent. So it's not about pressuring Spence. You don't have to pressure him to fight anybody. He's a fighter. That's what he do. He don't have issues making fights. But Crawford has issues making fights. You get what I'm saying? Bud wanted to split 50 mil. EJ wanted to split a bag of Doritos. No. So I'm glad you in here. So because we're going to talk about it. The order is 6 months early. You get what I'm saying? But yeah, 50 million from who? 50 million from who? Imagine the audacity that Bud Crawford, imagine the arrogance that he displayed, that had the balls to call a man like Al Heyman and tell him, you know what, I ain't gonna do business with you because pretty much you trying to F me over. But you know what? I got these hedge fund investors. You really thought that was gonna work? 50 million sounds good to Bud Crawford because it's more money than he's worth. 25 million would be more money than either of them made, but at the end of the day, he don't bring a certain amount of revenue to the table. So that's why he was gung-ho on jumping the gun and he wanted them to take that deal because it would have benefited Bud Crawford only. You get what I'm saying? Spence always made the fights. He never had issues making fights up until this point. Bud Crawford has shown an issue throughout his career to have a problem making fights. He just did. You know what I mean? I ain't no going back. Only way out is they make Vergil take a step aside fight. Vergil won a big fight. His people at the WBC convention asked for eliminator. Let's talk about it, man. Boots been ready. That's a fact. That's a fact. One of the guys in the work, but shit, Beast versus Beast at 47 is EJ versus Boot 50-50 for sure. That's a fact, bro. Someone please explain why Bud didn't fight Ugaz at third. Hey, he didn't fight him because he cool with fighting subpar opposition. That would have been too much of a risk for him. You get what I'm saying? Respectfully, it'd have been too much of a risk. He's not shown the ability to take certain risks in his career, the willingness to take certain risks in his career. And not even do yet. Stanionis, the first mandatory. I keep saying that, bro. I keep saying that. He took the step aside money the first time. This is a fact. This is a fact. No pressure on EJ. He did all the heavy lifting. That's why I be trying to get people to understand. It's not like a tit for tat. We just holding people accountable. EJ is giving us the fights we supposed to get. He chased down champions for the last few years. I know we all been paying attention. Now when he get the champion number 4, it's an issue, and people want me to be like, it is EJ. You know what I'm saying? It's EJ. Nah, it ain't no fucking EJ. It ain't no EJ. I mean, facts. I think if you take step aside money, the other sanctioning body does not honor the mandatory. Ortiz fought for Bud Belt, man. Mean Machine, he's in position for a while, and Bud must have known, but mandatory was fought last year. My bad, the way I'm skimming through this. You get one volunteer at the mandatory. Talk to him. Talk to him. Gerald, salute, bro. Appreciate you for pulling up. Bud told Heyman. Heyman said no. Wanted to put up zero money. PBC open their books for Canelo and Fury. Heyman cutting a jig for a master. Listen, let me say something. When you talk about these books and that transparency he was asking for, he's covered. He's covered. Like that's what I believe. That's what you hitting on. You wanted zero up front. All this. And to some degree you can't fault him. Bud was used to money up front, guaranteed money up front. You know what I mean? Big money up front. For subpar opposition. PBC don't do business that way. The fact that we even discussing doing business any other way outside of the way PBC and Al Heyman does it is bogus to me. That's not a willingness. That's not somebody that really want to fight. How he going to come in and try to hijack the situation and thought that he was going to be cool with that? There was no way he was going to fork over the keys to a guy that showed that from his own promoter, out of his own promoter mouth, it's hard to work with. One of the hardest guys to work with is a bad promoter, and you don't get a return on your investment. How is that guy going to be to negotiate? How is that guy the guy calling shots, the dude that don't even get his promoter a return on their investment? Do you really think Al Heyman was going to listen to that dude? He was dumb for even thinking that. He lucky he gave him the time of day. You get what I'm saying? 903, what's good with it? 903 boxing, salute, bro. Appreciate you for pulling back up. How you feeling, Brody? There's no Spence fight in February. Mandatories due now. Stanionis says no. WBC mandatory next. If WBC one says no, IBF next. And Bud has WBO one after David fight. You get what I'm saying, man? And that's where we going. So again, you don't have to put pressure on a guy that's showing you his willingness to take fights. You don't got to put no pressure on him. No, you got to put pressure on G5 Jet, my bro. What's good with it? Appreciate you for pulling back up. And that reminds me. So anybody in here, y'all already know how I'm coming. Anybody in here not sub to the Brody, I'm about to drop his link. I don't care what he say. I'm dropping his link. And that's what we doing. I'm glad he popped up. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate all y'all. Appreciate everybody that supports this family. We rock with y'all. We can't do it without y'all. And like I said earlier, we're going to keep rocking. We're going to keep rolling. We're going to keep moving, man. There we go. Take care of that. All right, my bad, y'all. Appreciate you sliding up, Jet. Sliding through Jet. Lots of people stuck up for Crawford when Aaron was talking. You get what I'm saying? Get what I'm saying? Aaron was talking crazy. People taking up on me like, oh, no, that's just Bob. You don't know what's in his heart. You don't know what is in his heart. We don't need to know what's in his heart. We hear what he's saying about you and what he think about you, and he don't think too highly of you, brother. He don't think too highly of you, bro. So don't tell us, you know what I mean? We ain't the ones you need to be convincing. You know what I'm saying? You need to get on the same accord with Bob telling you whatever. You know what I mean? Talking to you any type of way. We have 15 a day. Good, man. That's what I'm talking about. A couple people did say from the stream earlier that they subbed over first stream I had. So That's what I said. I told him, look, we're a family here. We being proactive, and we it's not about, you know, we ain't begging for it, but we asking for the support. We showing people what support look like. We grind for the people. We make responsible content. And as a family, as a unit, we show people what support look like. So I feel like as long as we continue to demonstrate support, consistency, you know, growth, you know what I mean, responsible content, all that stuff gonna take care of itself. We gonna get there. We, keywords. We always say, you know, our conversations, bro, we gonna get there. So I appreciate all y'all that's rocking with this family, that's rocking with anybody that's making responsible content. We do it for y'all. Without y'all, we wouldn't be able to do it, man. Let's keep cooking on this. Yeah, man. So I said I see something because I feel like our people play. And they're pretty much essentially creating an out for this dude not to fight. You know what I mean? EJ again. Like, just think about it, y'all. Look how many mandatories and EJ sitting around getting slapped with, bro. They probably had fun doing that. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, hell yeah, disregard you. Hell nah. You know what I mean? Because we really dope. And I say this is why we dope. How many people tell you they dope because they care about the stuff that they kick into y'all? People will tell you, I'm better than him, or I'm the best this. Nah, we the best, like Khaled said, because we care about what we talking about. That makes sense to y'all. Not like competition with nobody. We the best. Like, you know what I was saying to my girl the other day, yo? The competition that I am in with myself is far too serious. I don't even have the energy or room to compete with anybody else outside of myself. It's really me versus me every day. And how I get motivated is this family, yo. And I'm gonna keep saying it, bro. But I don't want to go too far on top of y'all. Y'all know how I feel about when I start talking about my people, man. You know what I mean? But it's all love to everybody in here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel like I see something. Look how many Mandos EJ getting slapped with. Back-to-back Mandos. You get what I'm saying? They had a field day. All because we ain't get one fight. You got Keith Thurman. They trying to squeeze in some room for this guy, knowing he ain't deserving, knowing that might be a career-ending fight for him. But nah, they going to still squeeze him in there. Not to mention Stan Jonas actually got a regular title. You know what I'm saying? And he been in line, took the step aside money, but here you go trying to usher Keith Thurman into an early retirement. Just chill on that. You get what I'm saying? The man getting slapped with all types of mandatories. Then you got Boots. Now I knew this because they didn't fight. Now you got everybody. Well, why are you fighting Boots? Why are you fighting Boots? Come on, man. Look at how Spence responded to Boots as opposed to how Terence Crawford did. Did y'all even hear Terence Crawford mention Boots' name? Talking about you would have fought them dudes in a heartbeat. They names ain't come up. Huh? So they the A-side over you? Like, what's going on? Like, huh? What you mean? You the same way you picked Advil, you could have picked Boots Ennis. What are you talking about? You could have picked Vergil Ortiz. He said he'd take that fight from you in a heartbeat as well. Oscar De La Hoya said he'd take it in a heartbeat for Vergil. He said this. You get what I'm saying, bro? He said this. Like, so I just don't get it, man. I see something. They slapping bro with mandatories. He done wasted everybody's time trying to negotiate his own fight. He was negotiating like it was his own fight. Like he was the man. Like you come with your one little funky belt. Only reason dude want to fight you because you got something he need. If you don't want the shark on your ass, drop the belt. And he gladly gonna beat up whoever get it next or fight for it vacant. But one way or the other, that strap coming with EJ, man. So whether you gonna do this the easy way or you gonna do this the hard way. And apparently, you fighting David Avenue, you fighting him. So you clearly took the easy way when it come to that, but you're going to do this situation the hard way, playing with Spence. All right, bet. It's going to be worse when you lose, bro. Slapping people with Mandos. Now, peep the play, y'all. Earl got 3 of them. Only reason he ain't got 4 because one of the fools got the belt. You get what I'm saying? If that wasn't somebody that he for sure wanted to fight, he damn sure would probably be a mandatory too or something. Man, god damn. Mandatory this, mandatory that, mandatory this, mandatory that. Man, whatever, bro. Now here go Terence Crawford. Here they go with Vergil Ortiz. This is what people was talking about. This is why people said they was peeping the play. Do y'all see it? Stall us, waste our time, build up a whole lot of nothing. Meanwhile, they're gonna create an out for this dude not to fight him. And remember, he said it out his own words, y'all. I always fight my mandatories. Always fight my mandatories. Ain't nobody ask you what you always fight, bro. That's your problem. You fighting mandatories instead of the people that you should be fighting. The mandatories, man. Fight somebody that want to beat your ass. I want Al Haney to make that money. Bro, that's all it seemed like to me. Imagine, yo, having the audacity, Mike, to go to a man and it's their situation, their fight, and tell that man basically, because he said they was trying to screw him over. So you basically gonna tell that man that been a significant part to boxing for years on end, countless amounts of years. You gonna tell that man with a straight face, you know what, y'all pretty much trying to screw me over, so I ain't really gonna do business with y'all. I'm not looking to do business with y'all. I ain't looking to do business, but I do still want to fight, even though you the dude that can make the fight happen because it's your fight. I'm not going to do business with you because I want the fight so bad, but you want to do business with these hedge fund investors that we got over here on the side? Yo, they got 50 million, Al, 50 large. Al Heyman probably was like, man, if this boy don't get his old goofy ass up out of here, we don't care about it's the money was it tickled your fancy, so to speak. That money made you happy because you know you don't bring to the table what they was willing to pay you. It's simple. That's why you was jumping on. You like, damn, I could get, and it's guaranteed. Damn, it's better than Top Rank. They giving me all this money up front. Man, it's better than Top Rank. Come on, Spence. It's easy math. If they make their money back, it's 80-20. What? It's easy math. It's easy math, Earl. Get your weird ass on. I know easy math my ass. Easy. You know what's easy? Fighting David Avenue on the 10th of December. That's what's easy. Terence. Not even calling him Bud no more. Terence, bro. Your name Terence. Y'all feel me, bro? God damn, let me speed up, man. Y'all know how I get. Miss Joette, salute, Queen. Appreciate you for pulling back up. Boots tweeted today, fight day and location officially locked in. It's time to eat. What do you think? Who you think is going to fight? I know it won't be EJ. I don't really have a clue, man. I really don't. I really don't have a clue on who they're going to put Boots in there with. I really don't. I can't think of nobody because it ain't going to be one of the champions. It ain't going to be somebody we truly, truly want, but I just don't know where to go with that. God Body News, salute, bro. Appreciate you for pulling up. It's easy to kill by argument. If the investors really knew Al, they would have went talk about it. It went to him directly. Not have a guy that's known for doing bad business and being hard to work with, mediating negotiations. How when he ain't never done that in his life, but all of a sudden a guy that's known for not making the fights he's supposed to make, all of a sudden he gonna figure it out and he gonna figure out how to make one of the biggest fights in boxing? Hell no. Roger, salute, bro. Appreciate you for pulling up. You get what I'm saying? Like, god damn, y'all, when do it stop? I see something. They slapping these dudes with mandatories so they can have a built-in excuse not to give us this fight. Then everybody that's not Team Spence gonna be trying to convince the world that he ducked him, when clearly this dude's showing a willingness not to challenge himself the way he should. It's very disappointing to see where boxing went when it came time for these kings to get in the ring, bro. Appreciate you, 903. Bad business by Bud. Now the fight, will the fight ever even happen? It's like being in the street and you never served a day. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying, bro? He screwed this for us. Maybe Cody Crowley. That's a good I didn't think about that, but I'm glad you said that. I could see that G5. I could see that 5. Where Boots is fighting Crowley. I could see that. You said it too. Y'all both of the bros. Y'all saying it. Brody 5 said it. Roger, you said it, you know, but I won't be mad. I won't be mad because people got to understand Boots ain't getting a shot at one of those dudes just yet. He knows that. His father knows that. It's just people don't want to accept it because they already know what it is. Y'all feel like y'all calling. They would never be asking us why Crawford ain't fight Boots or Vergil. They won't even ask you why Crawford ain't fighting Vergil. I don't hear nobody questioning David Avanesyan, but they questioning why we don't put pressure on Spence. Why do you got to put pressure on a person that is pressure? Spence is pressure. Why he is the smoke. This smoke that everybody talking about they want, he is the smoke. He delivered 3 belts on a platter for Terence Crawford. And you know what he got? You know what he managed to do with that? Fight David Avanesyan, bro. I'm telling you, you can't make this shit up. This wasn't even about that. But anyway, like I said, I see something. Dudes getting slapped with mandatories out the ass. You get what I'm saying? They're already prepping a fight before he even done with the first one. They already know what time it is. They're giving him an out. And then he's going to say, well, it's my mandatory. I always fight my mandatories. Remember he said that in that Instagram post? Y'all. Yeah. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. My bad, y'all. I was ruining my energy. Really talk to me. So if he's not fighting this year, only Crawley makes sense as far as the IBF goes. Facts, that's a fact. And what's good with it, bro? Appreciate you for pulling up. This is where my BLK Prime, new promoter that just opened up for business. That the bigger companies might push them out, overpricing fights if they want to do fights with them. Yeah, oh yeah, my bad. I had muted. The kids was making tons of noise. I had to go straighten them out. My bad, y'all. Y'all can hear me? Hey, everybody good? But yeah, yeah, I could see that. They definitely gonna have they're gonna have competition, and business is always gonna be competition. They gotta, you know what I'm saying? Him and Buck dancing. He loves paying Canelo and Fury, but I need to take zero. I don't know, man. I mean, look, you grasping at straws, bro. Bud can't make a deal. All this zero money guarantee stuff that's bull nonsense. They crunched the numbers. The dude would have made more than the 25 million that he's making with them. It just wouldn't have been guaranteed because he's not willing to bet on himself. He would much rather hijack the fight and do stuff his way. When has he ever shown to be a smart businessman? Even in this point, he's screwing up. He's screwing up big time. Ain't nothing smart about that proposal. You couldn't even tell people where the money was coming from. Y'all people keep saying 50 million. That's shaky. From where, bro? Just think about something for us. Just think about something, bro. This dude makes it seem like he bossed up because he didn't resign with his promoter that didn't even offer him an option to resign. You get what I'm saying? After saying he lose money, bad, hard to work with, bad promoter. That dude cut ties. He's 35 years old. He wasn't going to all of a sudden start making money for him. You get what I'm saying? Then think about this. Why did it take BLK Prime to come pretty much save his career? He would have had no promotional backing whatsoever if it wasn't for them, because nobody else that was established that we know, none of those other network, none of those promotional companies would have touched him. They left him there. That's very telling. That's something that a lot of people don't acknowledge. He want to make you feel like he bossed up. So, all right. So what was you before you bossed up? I just want to know. We want to know. What was you before you bossed up, bro? When you was signed to a promoter, what was you? Come on, man. You're not making no fight without you don't even have no backing for real. You got mystery money coming from where? How do people even know that you being 100 when you're not even consistent as a man in terms of boxing when it comes to boxing? How did he ever think that was going to work? That wasn't going to work. He not pulling no fast one. 50 million. He thought Al was going to jump. That man don't even know who he was talking to. Like he ain't been a part of way more lucrative deals. I said this before, than $50 million. And I ain't saying that ain't no money, but for him in totality, he's been a part of much bigger deals than $50 million. That's all I know. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, I could tell he might be one of them. Y'all already know. Y'all the family, man. Nobody disrupts our energy in here. So y'all, and I ain't with that. Yeah, man. Nah. Y'all do what y'all do. Y'all feel like we ain't playing that. My bad, 903. Let me make sure. Yeah, I don't be with the fake profiles. And we own it. We on something different. So we ain't here to build, not point the fingers. Spence has been a man of his word. Just point to me a time in his career where he ain't been a man of his word, and I'll take heed to something you saying. That's it. Ain't why Spence this? Why Spence that? Why he ain't fighting Bud right now? Why Bud got to fight, but it ain't with EJ? But y'all still talking about making Spence. You ain't got to make him do nothing. He told you he was going to go after the fool when he got the third belt. And he said, y'all going to see you holding it up. Now, look what we got, y'all. For sure, we got us a hold up. We got us an undisputed hold up. This dude trying to play chicken. He about to mess the whole situation up. He a fool, bro. He a fool, man. His own public said they have zero interest in signing them. Facts, man. You get what I'm saying? I keep talking about 50 million. The only one, y'all wasn't making none of that. Y'all wasn't getting none of that. The man couldn't even explain the back end. Talking about what? What you mean? If they make their money back, we get 80-20. 80-20 which way, you con artist? You don't know what you talking about. You ain't never done no deal in your life, but all of a sudden you about to secure the biggest fight in boxing with minimal backing. Get out of here, man. You can't make this make no sense. That was a dumb, goofy ass proposal. Oh, fool. Just think about the level of arrogance to tell somebody I ain't doing business with you because you trying to screw me over. But you know what? If you really want this fight, you going to take this 50, man. Shut up. That was never going to fly with Al Heyman. That tells me he did not want to fight. He just found a more creative way to get out of it this time. I'm done with defending that. I can't defend it. Now, they about to mandate Vergil Ortiz, which is probably the only way he would have fought him anyway. But he going to say, yeah, well, what y'all mean? I always fight my mandatories. Like that matter. Don't care about no mandatory when you got undisputed hanging right over your head. You ain't even have to do the work for it, fool. You just sat there with that one funky ass belt, talking crazy, lying and shit. Got people arguing for you and shit. Y'all arguing for this dude. What excuse y'all got for why he fighting David Avanesyan? I want to know. You know what I mean? Us real boxing fans want to know. We don't accept anything, man. We don't accept. I don't care what network it is. It ain't about that. For me, it's about giving us what you say you're going to give us. Be a man of your word. Be transparent. You wanted transparency when you yourself is not a transparent individual. You have never been. Damn, yo. And after all that being said, there's no hate, and I still rock with him. It's that simple, but I just don't rock with how he moves. It's very confusing. Don't make sense a lot of times. You walk away from situations with him having more questions than answers, and that's just what it is. Scratching your head and shit, trying to figure out what's good. I like when people say Spence ducking boots. No, for sure that fight will happen. He just want to be undisputed first because he's been saying this since that's been his number one goal, and he's one fight away from it. Why would he even want to? That's not even smart business to want to risk it unless he had to. Unless he had to. And I said this before. I think when that fight happens, it's going to be at 54. Anyway, winning if it happened. It's going to be at 54. But I do a business like a local drug dealer. Yeah, I got these hedge fund investors. Alden Johnson, salute, bro. Appreciate you for pulling up. Just I think that the money was more of a loan. If Bud would take that money, he probably has to pay that back. The people might have been loan sharks, in my opinion. That's why I ain't say. Now you get what I'm saying? It's just and again, we speculating because we ain't gonna never have that inside information that everybody feel like you gotta have. Nah, we still can assess the information that was given. He gave us over 21 minutes of information. Even though he ain't say a whole hell of a lot, but he tried. Bro tried. He tried to get at people something. He tried, but I just walked away from that situation feeling like, yo, this guy don't really got a grip on things when it comes to the business side of things. And again, just so I don't go too off topic, and I don't want to make it seem like it's just a Bud and EJ live. It's really not. It's more so like the play and the politics. And remember this, I was talking about that trickle down effect in boxing, how we didn't get one fight. And because we didn't get one fight, we forced to have to play Blues Clues and put shit together to figure out what fight is coming next, when we should really be able to just get straight solid announcements, so then we could be up here cooking about which fight is coming instead of guessing which fight is next. But my thing is, I feel like I see the play, I see something. How Mikey Garcia said he seen something with Spence, I see something with them. And it's with the politics of boxing. It looked like they slapping dudes with mandos left and right, and they creating an out for these dudes not to fight each other. And that's a bad situation. If that dude got any other option, especially if it comes with a lucrative payday and guaranteed money up front, you can guarantee he's not going to fight Spence. And we might not ever get that fight because he's going to say, yo, I fight my mandatories like we supposed to care. We don't care about that. We don't care about no mandatories. We want to see you fight for undisputed. Tough guy. Man, Chop, what's good with it, bro? Appreciate you for pulling back up. How you feeling, bro? It's just crazy, bro. It's facts, man. I don't know, 3, what's good, bro? Man, these dudes want attention. Man, they just want attention. They just, man, attention, man. Attention, bro. We just... Yeah, man. These dudes just be wanting to, it ain't about, I keep telling people, it ain't about no favorites. It ain't even about being a fan at this point. It's about just processing information and making the shit out of it that you're supposed to make out of it. Know what I mean? Understanding what the information that you come across and knowing how to digest it the right way. People just get up and they say anything, bro. As boxing fans, we should demand more because as times get harder, you know what I mean, things become more expensive. Like, it's a lot of other stuff we could be doing with our money than paying for a BS card, pay-per-view match. That's top heavy. And by top heavy, I mean the only thing we really got to look forward to be the main event. And then sometimes that main event could not deliver. So now you done sat through hours of a subpar card because their refusal to give us the fights that they supposed to give us because they think we'll pay for anything. Man, that's the absolute truth. I mean, that's an absolute lie. It's false at this point. Won't pay for anything. You get what I'm saying? You sanctioned bodies don't pull no. Yeah, man, it's gonna be hard to block Undisputed. They're gonna try it. And they're going to try a creative way of doing it, 903, and I could be wrong. Some things I hope I'm wrong about. And again, just so y'all know, I'm the difference between me and people. See how I don't pass it, that certain information's off as fact. I'm not saying it's a fact that he's going to fight him next. I just think I kind of see the play. And and then you think based off his words and how he moved, the only thing he's been consistent about kind of is fighting mandatories. Get what I'm saying? Especially if they mandate this one the same way they did Sean Porter, that they're going to build in out an excuse right there not to fight for Undisputed. Oh, no, I got a mandatory. Then pretty soon, you know what I mean? Earl going to be about a 47. We'd have never had got the fight. I'm telling you, I really could see this happening. And it's just unfortunate that that's where we at in boxing, where like they try to give us what they want to give us. No. We the consumer, y'all. You don't go to no fast food restaurant or upscale restaurant. You don't go there and pay for food you don't want. Shit, we get our plate back. If y'all anything like me, you get your plate back and your food ain't right, you sending it back. The hell with paying for it ain't even an option if it ain't right. So my point being is we don't pay for things we don't want. You get what I'm saying? And the same applies. That's for anything. You don't go to the movies and pay for the movie you don't want to watch. You go to pay for what you want to see. That's what you think gonna entertain you. You know what I mean? What you think is worth your money. You're not gonna go, you get what I'm saying? You're not gonna go pay for some shit you don't want. And that's what they gotta understand. They try to confuse us and blurry the lines and try to make you guilt trip you like, oh, if you ain't supporting, you hating. Because didn't he say that in his live? You ain't supporting, you hating? But he ain't never gonna be real enough to say, man, maybe this is shit fight and the fans don't want this. Nah, that's not a possibility. We hating. We don't support our own, right? Then you want to push that narrative. You want to blame people. The same guy that blame people for the fight not happening is the same guy that wants you to support him on a relatively unknown platform. Fighting somebody that's relatively unknown to the boxing public, man. No casual fans definitely don't know no Avanesyan. You get what I'm saying? Come on, man. They building in these excuses, bro. They building them, bro. No excuses, Crawford to duck, no matter how they try to put it. If he duck, he needs to redeem himself and fix this, because if he never fights Spence, he will be known as the biggest duck in boxing. Facts, people, you could try to shine that up all you want, bro. Get your people to speak for you, get your sister to argue for you, or allow her to argue for you. Like, but ain't nobody hearing none of that, bud. You owe us. You owe that, especially like, and that's where y'all go wrong. They always talking about what they don't owe nobody nothing. Well, we don't owe to support you no garbage fight then, bro. It's a two-way street. Like they think it's one way. You support me or y'all just hating. Nah, bro. Give us the right fights. We've been supporting you. What are you talking about? Should be crazy that the same guy that blamed y'all for the fight not happening is the same guy that wants y'all to support on a platform that you never heard of before some weeks ago. Dig what I'm saying? And that's no slight to nobody. That's just the reality of it. You get what I'm saying? Nah, I can't. You can't support these moves, Mike. It's hard, yo. It's hard too, especially when you really appreciate the sport the way we do. You know what I'm saying? You just can't. You gotta draw the line somewhere. And I always said this, as a collective, don't never let them make you think your voice don't matter. Maybe not by yourself, but together. It's a powerful people, man. I'm telling you, man. The way that you get people attention is you affect their bottom line. You hit them in the pockets, man. People could see that people ain't getting behind garbage events and garbage fights. And then we show up and show out as a collective, as a unit when we supposed to, when they give us something that we really interested in, that we know is worth our money. They really need to know. They really need to know that. Like it's a downside to continuously giving people stuff they don't want to watch, especially when times is as trying as they are, expensive as the cost of living is, period. But you think you got the right. And you say this, y'all fight for our entertainment, you risk your lives, but y'all give us a lot of fights that's not worth the money. The entertainment don't match the dollar amount. You get what I'm saying? And I think we get to say that. That don't make us no haters. We support the sport, but we support it the right way, not just any and everything. You telling us to spend our money, bro. You can't tell us how to spend our money and just give us anything you want. Yeah, unless he fight him, bro. Unless he fight him. And Chop, I even give him the benefit of the doubt, bro. Even if he don't fight him now, you fight David Avenue like you about to. That's cool. Go fight David Avenue. But when Spence said he spin the block and he spin that block and this fight don't happen again, I'm not thinking it's him. I'm telling y'all right off the bat, it's him. He's gonna be a duck, and I'm just not gonna talk about him no more. You know what I mean? You continue to give me fights that's not worth me sitting up watching it, then I just won't watch it. This is no hate to him. He's 38-0. Every one of those fights that I seen, I didn't see all 38. I seen well over half of his fights. Most of his career, I've been rocking with the guy. You know what I mean? Way back at 35. You get what I'm saying? So I just nah, bro. You give us the right kind of fights, I'll support it. If not, then it's gonna be what it's gonna be. And if you don't ever fight this man, then it ain't no redeeming yourself. And to be honest, he's 35 already. He ain't fighting until his 40s. He already said it. Where do you go from here if you don't challenge yourself? Where do you really go? That's the problem. Like, seriously, all jokes aside, where do you really go, though? You think it's, all right, it's cool. Say he don't get undisputed at 47 because you never found a way to make it work and get in the ring with him. You think that makes you a better fighter than him? People are going to look at you as you ducked him. And that's just what it is. All this mandatory, we wouldn't even be having to worry about Earl getting slapped with multiple mandatories and you about to get slapped with one. And to me, if they're gonna do the BS route and not consider the fans, they're gonna find a way to make that mandatory be the reason that they didn't fight. Oh, he had a mandatory obligation, like an undisputed fight won't trump this mandatory. Who they think they talking to? Like, again, we paying attention to boxing. We ain't just watching. We paying attention too. You get what I'm saying? We paying attention, bro. All fighters should have their mandatory. Talk about move up. That's wrong. Win or lose. Should fight their mandatory. Talk about move up. That's wrong. Win or lose. You saying they should all fight their mandatories? But, not when you got a undisputed fight on the line. That trumps the mandatory. You get what I'm saying? Now, if you ain't got nothing else lined up and no bigger opportunity looming and hanging right over your head like an undisputed fight, then by all means, fight your mandatories. But when you got a fight as big as undisputed hanging over you and you claim that you're the best fighter in the world and you have an opportunity to show it against a guy that got 3 of them 4 belts that you claim you want. You get what I'm saying? But then you have the opportunity to fight him and you're not going to do it. Something ain't right with that picture. Something just don't ring off right about that. You get what I'm saying? And I truly think that it's an opportunity. It's a possibility that, maybe Oscar De La Hoya will be willing to put Vergil in there. But maybe, like I said, if that's mandated, then they ain't going to have no choice or somebody's just going to be an outright duck, straight up and down. So you mean to tell me, and he better be a man of his word and at least stick to something he been true to, which is fighting mandatory. So and I wouldn't be totally surprised if you find a way not to fight him. You find a way not to fight a real mandatory that could probably really test you, a young buck like Vergil Ortiz. Not saying he going to win because I don't think he beats Crawford right now. I just don't. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. So, you know what I mean? If you're going to fight him, man. At the end of the day, we see what you're doing. We see the play. At least I feel like I see the play. I feel like that's what they're doing with all this announcement and this mandatory talk. I think they're just blurring the lines, or it could be a ploy to, little 52 fake out. Maybe they are planning on giving us this fight unexpectedly, but I hope so. I'm just trying to. Only reason I'm still optimistic because Spence said he's gonna spin the block. That made me feel like if he's gonna spin the block, then maybe it's still some opportunity there. Simply because he's still interested, and I think he's gonna do everything he can to make the fight happen, as they did the first time by agreeing to the, to give him the shit that he claimed he wanted. Like, man, get the hell out of here. That man said he was willing to give up some things to make the fight happen. He did, and we still don't got it. Facts, Jeff. Unifications trump mandatories, and especially a damn undisputed fight. You know what I'm saying? Who the hell would want to see a mandatory fight over undisputed? Nobody on their right mind. Like GGG or G40 versus Charlo. Facts, man. Give us that. Why not? Triple G got to fight somebody. Fight that young lion, man. You know what I'm saying? Josh Taylor could move up and challenge, but what belt do he still got? Because is it the WBO he must still got? Because I forgot now. The dude down to like 1 belt for real. I don't even know why he's still playing at 140. I truly think he was trying to buy him some more time before he go up to 47 because the fights are going to get tougher for him. I truly believe that. He's going to be able to hold his own because he can fight, he can box, and he's smart. But it feel like he's trying to buy him some time instead of taking his ass to 47. Boxing do a lot of, yeah, man, you don't trust it. That's why I try to stay on top of it as much as I can and, try to pay attention to the point where wherever I report on this stuff, I could, put it in a way that y'all could all understand it. So he still got the WBO. So yeah, there you go. Yeah, he could. But I wonder what he do. But I also think too, Jeff, that's another out. It's another out. And again, Vergil Ortiz, young, hungry prospect, 100% KO ratio. You know what I mean? You won't really complain if he fought him. You'll be more surprised. You get what I'm saying? If he fought Josh Taylor undefeated, he should have a loss on his resume. It's another good fighter. But that neither of those dudes equal up to the challenge that Spence would have brought. Neither of those guys will get him the respect that beating Earl Spence for undisputed would get him. But we're going to see what he's going to do, and his feet going to be held to the fire. And all fighters' feet going to be held to the fire from this point on. All these gimmies, all these people that's supposed to be really getting in there with some real dogs and not doing it, we on their ass, man. Yeah, I wonder, I'm starting to remember the WBA ordered GGG and Lara. I wonder will that even happen, or is it going to find a way not to fight him? I want to see if he'll fight Lara. I wouldn't even mind seeing that. The battle of the 40-year-olds. Lara every bit of what, 39? G40 is 40, obviously. Come on, I watch it. I watch them see who would take who out first. Right, GG versus Jamal. Hell yeah, that motherfucker fight need to. Yeah, go in there with Jamal and Andre. I said this before. 903, they need each other more now than they ever did in their careers. I'll tell you that. So they could say what they want, but they need each other. They definitely need each other. But yeah, man, I just wanted to talk to y'all about that. You know what I mean? I wanted to give y'all my thoughts. You know what I mean? I like to stay busy, stay active. Told you I was coming back. Y'all know I like to double up on these lives. So I just wanted to get my thoughts on this whole situation. And again, I could be wrong, but I feel like I peeped the play. I feel like he's slapping these dudes with these mandatories, which is then going to create another out and an excuse, a built-in one, as to why they're not fighting each other. As if we don't know that this unifications is definitely undisputed would trump any mandatory obligation. And you will be an absolute complete fool to try to convince the public, the boxing public, that you had to fight this dude. No, what you need to do is get in there and fight the guy you're supposed to fight and stop holding up undisputed. You might actually win. You do got a chance. It's not 100% certainty that you're going to lose the fight, but we at least want to see you challenge yourself without making no excuse. Fight the man. Win, lose, or draw, fight him. Fight him. Yeah, man. Stop allowing GGG and Canelo to hold up divisions, bro. Meanwhile, fighting each other for a third time like somebody wanted to see that. Nobody wanted to see that. We want to see undisputed, bro. Speak for us all. We want to see undisputed. Either give us that or we going to be on y'all until y'all give us the fights we want. And we trash fights is going to get trashed. I'm not letting them spray paint no turd and tell me it's gold. Like, bro, nah. Shit is forever going to be what it is. Shit. It took this long to make undisputed, but I know for a fact Spence going to do whatever he got to do to make that fight, so I could never blame Spence. If it don't go through, 903, I said the same thing, bro. If this fight eventually never happens, people could say what they want. I'm going to feel like it's Crawford and his bad decisions. Not that he's scared. I'm going to say it's been some uncertainty there, and it's a confidence issue and your lack of willingness to bet on yourself. Like, those things are going to be called out, but it is what it is. I mean, we're going to see how all this shake out. Two sparring partners pretending to hate each other. You dig what I'm saying? Like, what's worse than that, yo? Fooling the people. 12-round, high-level pay-per-view sparring match. AB, my bro, what's good with it, AB? Much appreciation to you, bro. Appreciate you for pulling up. Start putting these, foot to the fire. 903, we got to, bro. Got to. And again, I always double down on this. I can do it in a way that's not disrespectful to the fighter. I mean, unless you're sensitive, but for the most part, we're going to just call a spade a spade. That's all we do over here. We hold people accountable, and myself included. I'm accountable for the information I put out and the way I deliver it. I'm responsible for every piece of content that I put out. But this dude looked like he just is some doubt. I don't want to say scared, but it's looking like something somebody ain't confident like that, bro. That's all I'm saying. I see Mike on, he's scared. Like it's a lack of confidence or something, or a lack of willingness to really bet on yourself how he said he would. Get what I'm saying? The fact that, like, the way I look at it, people can see it different. The fact that I'll take some info. Appreciate you, AB. Much appreciation, bro. I'm here. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? if you really wanted me to believe or the people to believe that you wanted this fight, wouldn't it be smart to try to make the deal happen with the guy that can really make this shit happen? Wouldn't that make sense though, just logically, right, y'all? Wouldn't that make sense for him to try to work with the guy that's going to really be responsible and can actually, he has the, he's in position to actually make this fight happen? Errol is his fighter. This will be his fight. You get what I'm saying? How will you tell a person you're not going to work the one that can make the fight? I'm not working with you. I want you to work with me, though. It's just that simple. I don't care if he said it was 100 million on the table. It sounds stupid and fishy. Yeah, that shit sound good, but then as soon as you ask somebody to put an address on it, why it gotta be secrets and shit? Come on, man, it's over with. So again, like I said, Ja, as I got another part of this live, something I was gonna touch up on before we get up out of here, but I feel like I see something, and I feel like I see something better than what Mikey Garcia seen when he thought he seen something against EJ. When I say I see something, I see dudes getting slapped with multiple mandatories, and we got to sit here and argue about which one of those dudes is actually going to make their way to the forefront to get that opportunity. And I said this before, the trickle-down effect, because we didn't get one fight, now we got to play Blues Clues. Y'all getting a fight that nobody wanted, you know what I'm saying? And now you got mandatories out the ass. You got them talking about making Vergil Ortiz, we the people, get a lawsuit against somebody's sanctioned body. Telling you, man. Telling you, Shakir, pull counter, my bro. Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling, Pull? Appreciate you, bro. Yeah, man. You just call it like you see it. That's all we, you know what I mean? We really do that. Salute to my queen. How you feeling, baby girl? Yes, you know how I do over here. You know how we do over here. This dude never, he ain't, Rick. And it's just feeling like that. And again, Rick, just so I could be clear, the only reason I have the slightest bit of confidence is because of the spin the block comment by a guy that's really a stand-up dude. So I know at least he's going to try everything. So that's my glimmer of hope that I have left, is because I know that other guy is going to try. If it's sit back down, he's going to try everything in his power. And if it don't happen, I'm calling it what it is, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know who stalled it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. He knew exactly what he's doing. Now, waiting for them to, you get what I'm saying, Rick? Waiting for them to slap them dudes with mandatories. So, and remember, mister, I always fight my mandatories. This is what got me here, y'all. This is what made me feel like this was a conversation worth having, because I feel like I could almost see the play happening. This gonna be a reason. Now, he might actually fight Vergil Ortiz now. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I was mandated to fight him. You had to. But you rather fight him than fight EJ. You get what I'm saying? Chilling. That's what I like to hear, bro. Long as you good, I'm glad you are good. Appreciate y'all for pulling back up for this second live. Y'all smash that like button, man. I got another part of the live we're going to get into in just a second. I just wanted to wrap up my final thoughts with this situation here. You know what I'm saying? You did the video, ducks to the people. Oh, video, all the ducks. Oh, no, I didn't. I actually didn't yet. Yeah, I could download it. Because that's gonna be him. I got it. I'm gonna put it in here. Yeah, man. Yeah, Paul. It's unfortunate, man. Some things you like to be wrong about. You get what I'm saying? And this fight not happening is something that I wish I could be wrong about. But at the end of the day, boxing goes on. So many other good fights to be made. But don't the way you fire me back up, don't defend BS moves in the sport because you like a fighter. BS is BS. I don't care who's shoveling it. You get what I'm saying? BS is BS. I don't care who's responsible for shoveling the BS. We call it out. And that don't mean we hate nobody. I just don't like how he move. I hate how he move with a passion. I hate the fact that we don't have Undisputed right now. I hate the fact that people defend David Avanesyan fight in 2022. I really hate that. When those same people can't even really tell you his biggest win. You probably could tell you know what I'm saying? I bet you, but they probably could tell you who he lost to once. You know what I'm saying? Knock it off, man. We don't want to see it. But go ahead and do you. Bro gonna spin the block on you. He don't get it then. I'm cool. I more than halfway made my peace with it. Like I said, the only reason I feel like it could potentially still happen is because you got the truth being part of the equation. And the truth, you know what I mean, has been finding a way to make things happen. And it's just crazy to me how people really see it any other way than for what it is. You got a guy that really chased down belts. You got a guy that beat one guy, took a belt, and was content with that one belt. never attempted to fight anybody else that held any other belt but that. He just sat there with it like he was cool. So that's just what it is with me. I was on the same page. Yeah, man. Yeah, you've been saying it too, Kai. But oddly enough, she been paying attention more than she ever been watching boxing, and she been getting some stuff right too. Josh Kelly. So we gonna fight. Or the Tartan Tornado or Vergil Ortiz. I could see some type of way they'll maneuver in them situations for this dude and giving him an out once again not to fight the best welterweight in the world. So you can have it. Do what you want. You better hope Vergil Ortiz don't get an opportunity and crack you in your shit. You know what I'm saying? And upset you. It'll hurt bad if you got upset by Vergil. Oh, man. We're going to be saying, either we're going to be saying, oh, my God, what happened to Vergil? Or, you know what I mean? We're going to be saying that, something else. You know what I'm saying? Finally see the, yeah, man. Finally see the real Terence Crawford, and it just looked like a guy that has tested himself, but not to the fullest of his ability. And that's I'm phrasing it that way to try to have respect for his career. Some people feel like his whole career was a tune-up. I feel like he took some challenges throughout that career, but they wasn't the most. He didn't take the biggest risk by far. You get what I'm saying? And that's no slight to him. Check it. Name it. What's the fights? 50-50 fights. What fight what he's expected to lose, like shit like that. So now you get to a fighter that can actually challenge you and possibly beat you. And a lot of people think can beat you and now don't get made. But you want me to believe it's the guy that been making fights with no problem. With the rest of the champions, it was time to make the fights. Boom, boom, boom. It was like 1, 2, 3. It was like tying your shoe. You get what I'm saying? With you, it's like some whole other shit. It's literally like trying to pull teeth out by hand. You know what I'm saying? It's like trying to pull a tooth out with your fingers. That's what it's like dealing with this dude. So he revealed himself. Boxing Gyms breakdown. Nah, I got to check it out. They had a breakdown in this situation. I definitely will check it out. You know, EJ can't force his man to fight him. Yeah, Bub won't fight anyone under or anyone sanctioned body to get ranked anywhere else. Where's Bub ranked on? WBC. Hey, man, you just said something right there. You got a point. And that's why I say he's going to stay that course. He's going to stay that course because that's all he's done so far. Like, I'm telling you, Paul, he mess around and catch him or something, some freak stuff happen. Or if he don't look the way he's supposed to, the dude go the distance, it's a loss. Sorry. Dude go the distance, it's a loss. Bet. 903. Bet. David versus Bud. You know what I'm saying? Oh, okay. Yeah, AB, appreciate that as always being helpful right on the money. I actually got one already, bro, and I synced my YouTube to it. So I got like 7 pages of content up there so far. Even my last live from earlier is up there so far. So I got about 7 pages of content up there so far. I had it synced for a while. I want to say like a couple months maybe so far. Maybe, but I still got to learn more about it still. But my stuff is up there. D free sports matchups. What's good with it, my bro? How you feeling? Appreciate you for pulling back up. But yeah, at the end of the day, you can't force this dude. Like Brick said, he ain't ranked in none of these other sanctioning bodies. Not to my knowledge, but the WBO. So I could see him staying that route the same way he been staying that route. And this was Mr. I fight my mandatories. Remember, he said that in that clip. He said that. So man, so hey, that's probably one time that he actually gonna keep his word. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the times. Oh, I had to. They mandated it. Yeah, okay, whatever. But it's cool. Vergil Ortiz is a live dog. If you really got to fight him, I ain't saying he gonna beat him, but I definitely think he could test him and make some things in there rough for that man. But we're gonna see how it play out. I just had to bring this conversation. But yeah, y'all smash the like button before we get up out of here. We're going to talk about this other situation real quick. Get my quick thoughts on Jae-Han Ingram. He had some interesting things. He a champ. That's why. You know what I'm saying? So, Jae-Han Ingram, yeah, he has. Appreciate you, Jeff. Jae-Han has some interesting things to say about Tank Davis. And I'm going to play this clip or this interview from him. And get my thoughts on it before we get up out of here. So like I said, y'all smash that like button. Appreciate everybody pulling up for this second live. We gonna get to it. We's gonna get to it. I said we's gonna get to it, y'all. So this is a young prospect. You know what I'm saying? Quee, my sis, appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling? You like white kid Fedor? The Fedor type. That guy that beat Zelfa Barrett. You talking about Pull? Salute to my sis. Appreciate you for pulling up as you always do. About to share this screen. Let this young boy Jae-Han Ingram tell y'all what he feel about Tank, and then the Ryan. Let him tell y'all what he think, and then get y'all my thoughts.
FightNight.com. I'm here with my man Jae-Han Ingram. How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. As always, you're at the gym working hard. Mayweather Promotions. First and foremost, how's everything going? How's your recent fights? How's everything going with you?
Everything's going good. I just recently fought 2 weeks ago, third round knockout. Against somebody that was 3-0. So we doing things out here.
Now, just having that nice win from 2 weeks ago, what do you do in between? You just go back right into the gym, you take a little break, you go on vacation?
Normally I take a week off and then I get right back into the gym. I don't get back and go straight hard. I just get back, shake out, get back used to things until I know about the next fight date.
Awesome. Now, mentioning of a quick turnaround, Floyd had a big quick turnaround. He had the fight over in Risen, had that stoppage, and now he's going to be fighting the YouTuber Deji. Do you know a little bit about Deji or anything?
No, I actually just recently found out that he's brothers with KSI, so I didn't know that them two was related. But I was here for the press conference and I seen him. And when I just seen his body build and his height, I was like, it's gonna be quick.
Really?
It's gonna be quick. Yeah. I'm not trying to knock, because anybody can be built any type of way and can have their fight. But so I'm not trying to knock him for the way he's built. But as somebody that's done this all their life, you can just look at somebody and be able to tell,
get to the good part, man.
I mean, so just just as the YouTube aspect, I know a lot of these guys don't have any real amateur backgrounds, so they're coming in and they're mostly fighting amongst each other. Do you give them little props from coming from the YouTube world?
Oh yeah,
and actually saying, you know what, I'll do this Floyd Mayweather exhibition.
I definitely get anybody that steps in the ring, I give them props. It's they don't really have to have a big amateur background or anything like that, because at the end of the day, when you step in there, that's showing you got enough heart and enough belief in yourself to be able to step in that ring. It takes a lot to get in that ring. A lot of people can't do that. So anybody that gets in there has my respect. It don't matter if they're YouTubers or not, but it's a good thing though, because it's bringing a lot of new fans to the boxing world. So because they bring in people from YouTube into boxing, so we getting more.
Y'all smash that like button. We're gonna get through this little interview from this young. Again, y'all, this is a young prospect. He 3-0, 3 knockouts. Jae-Han Ingram has some interesting things to say about Tank Davis.
More people watching us fight and stuff like that because of people that's on YouTube.
Now, you recently sparred Floyd. You've been in the ring with him. So obviously, you can actually have a real assessment on what he's capable of doing now, and things of that nature.
Yeah. So with me sparring him, it was. It was crazy. It was one crazy experience. And then I just recently seen him spar for getting ready for this fight. And man, when
really like a couple of days ago?
Yeah, it was last week. I seen him spar because I came in and watched him spar last week. His movement, to be at the age he is, he moves crazy. I say he moved better than me. And I'm young, so
how old are you?
I'm 21. So he moved better than me. I know that comes with experience and a part of it, and with a lot of practice and stuff. But the way he do it is it was just beautiful to watch. It was I don't know. I don't ever know, because everybody come out and fight different. But if he come out and fight like he sparred the other day, he ain't getting touched.
Now, I've always heard about like Floyd's ability to like change the rhythm and hit you in between, or kind of like change that rhythm flow. Is that true? Like, does he have an awkward rhythm, like a controlled awkward rhythm?
I wouldn't say it's.
You always asking some dumbass questions, man, but we gonna get through it.
The awkward rhythm is just he got awkward timing. Yeah, I say it's awkward timing. I know ain't nobody probably heard that before, but awkward timing. So it's like when he throwing his punches, he got your timing, so he gonna catch it. But it gets awkward because when you're throwing, he's moving in a defense way to not get hit, but he's also hitting you while he's moving in defense. So that's why I'm saying, like, especially from the way I just watched him the other day, the way he was doing his defense, and it wasn't like he'd do his defense and then throw a punch. He was doing his defense and throwing a punch while he was not getting hit. So it's just he got that awkward timing with his defense.
That's that good. That's that OG in the game.
And that's what makes it hard with him.
And the seeing the fact that
facts, Rick. Facts. That's what I think. That's what the young boy trying to explain, like the awkward Tommy or the little phrase he used. Like Floyd, different, man. He gonna master your habits and counter your ass all night. A1, what's good with it, Brody? Appreciate you for pulling back up as y'all always do. Y'all smash that like button. We gonna get through this little clip, and I'm gonna get my thoughts on. We gonna get up out of here.
Because you gain a lot of experience just being in this. Just how many rounds you get an opportunity?
I can't even tell you because, like, for that one, it was three of us that was with him, that was his sparring partners. But after he sparred me, I was his main sparring partner until he left to go to Dubai. Because if I didn't get to go with him because I had to fight. So if I guarantee if I went with him, I probably still would have been his main sparring partner out there. But
so just too many rounds.
Yeah, we did a lot of rounds here. We did a lot of rounds in LA.
Difference between you and I get it is Money Mayweather, but Tank ain't nobody's damn sparring partner. That's for sure. Skills, Mr. New Orleans in the flesh. What's good with his skills? To learn my habit because I have none. You get what I'm saying? That's how Floyd was. He was trying to be like that. Just like Rick said, he tried not to have it ready.
LA. So I don't know. I don't even know how many rounds we done did.
I mean, you might even get a little bit something with the Deji fight too, then possibly maybe.
Yeah.
And just overall, just your thoughts. I know this whole YouTube thing, and I know some boxing fans like, are we really getting into the YouTube thing? But the thing is, Jake Paul is going to fight Anderson Silva next week, and he's been very vocal. Floyd fought his brother. Floyd and Jake Paul, obviously the favor would be towards Floyd, but what can you envision in that type of fight? Like, would you see Floyd be the aggressor and push down him? Would you see Floyd just outboxing him? Do you see him hurting Jake, like even at this age?
Like with Floyd, just like with any boxer, it's hard to tell what they're gonna go in there and do, because like you might see a guy coming in every day, knocking him out in the ring, and then when he gets to his fight, he don't want to knock him out. He boxing the whole fight. So it's just hard to tell what to expect with him. But obviously, as far as skill wise, he's not gonna be able to keep up with Floyd. But as far as hurting him, I don't think Floyd would, because they some big guys.
Yeah, they're huge.
They some big guys. So yeah, like I wouldn't just go in there and get too close and try to land big shots, because he's gonna come back. So I see Floyd just trying to outbox him. Just get
to the meat and potatoes, young boy. My bad, Josh.
And then just going back to you, just for some of the fight fans that want to know a little bit more about you, who's some of the other people you worked with? Obviously you're in Vegas and stuff. I'm sure you've worked with. What's some other notable people that you've been at?
Obviously Floyd. For the Cruz fight, I was working with Tank for the Cruz fight. I done work with a lot of big guys. Even though he's big, Tabiti. But I got in there with Andrew Tabiti, Kevin Johnson.
That's crazy. You got in there with Tabiti.
Shoo, Cash Flow.
Shoo.
I just recently worked with Keyshawn Davis before.
Been there with Keyshawn Davis and Tank. Okay.
That's why he did.
Floyd
I got
too.
a couple of rounds in with him. The upcoming amateur,
Shoe.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna turn pro soon. Carmel.
Yeah. How good is that kid?
Yeah, Carmel, he a dog.
Kamel, he
There's
talking
a
about the
lot of
dude
hype
that they
around,
think
you know?
is the next
Yeah,
Tank.
Is he really like that's what they say he is? Like,
Yeah, he is. So like when I first got here, I knew he was younger than me. So obviously I knew that. So I didn't really go out and like go hard when we first started sparring. But I was like, oh nah, this not no regular 15, 16-year-old. This like a little grown man. So like it's like when I spar him, I be having to go all the way out.
really? Like
Yeah,
you got to
'cause-
turn it like at a percentage. Let's say 1% to 100%. What percentage would you have to say?
I be having to go 100 with him.
Really?
And that's because I don't know if you ever heard, you got the they say it was be like a top amateur can be a pro because they throw so many punches. The professionals, we don't throw that many punches. We try to place our shots and land our shots with me. So, and don't get me wrong, Carmel does that too, but he throw a lot of shots with it. So it's hard to keep up with that pace. And but yeah, he a beast for real, man. He a beast.
I heard he got some pop, but obviously I've never been punched, and I don't ever want to be punched by Cormel or you either. What would you rate like the power of like a young kid?
For his age, yeah, he got pop for real. He got pop. I done seen him hurt grown men. He got pop. Yeah. So he definitely gonna be a threat coming up in the rankings. But he all that you hearing about him is true. He a dog.
Now, there's some things that I'm hearing that maybe a Tank and Ryan Garcia fight might happen, and the fact that you've been able to work with Tank and things like that. Does Ryan Garcia have a chance? Like I know everyone has a chance, but in your realm, does he have a chance against Gervonta Davis? You would know best.
Okay, so I like Tank. He a cool dude, but he can't box. In my opinion, they say he done tried to show it, but in my opinion, he can't box. In my opinion, but he can't box. In my opinion, they say he done tried to show it, but in my opinion, he can't. He's like a Mike Tyson. So
He said Tank can't box, and he like a Mike Tyson. Now I don't know if he watched Mike Tyson or if he just bumping his gums, but last time I checked, Mike Tyson could box. As a heavyweight, he could box. But this whole notion that Tank can't box is blowing. It's mind blowing.
I know I'm gonna get a lot of backlash for this, but
you know you're gonna get a backlash for saying it because you sound stupid. You sound stupid. That's why. If you can't box and they put you and Tank in the ring today, what would happen? What would Tank do to you? And you say he can't box. What would Tank do to this young dude?
But Rolly was beating Tank until he got dropped. Rolly was beating Tank, and that's because Rolly was boxing. He's keeping him on the outside. Once you let Tank in, it's a wrap. You can't never let him in. So Ryan Garcia, I feel like he's gonna still lose, but it's gonna be like how Rolly and Tank was. It's gonna be a couple of rounds before he gets touched. Because Ryan Garcia, he fast and he know how to fight.
Tank and Rolly. I mean, Rolly and Ryan Garcia fight nothing alike. I don't think that fight gonna play out like that. So I don't know why in the hell he would think that. D-Man, my bro, what's good with it? Facts. He should fight him then. Facts.
From the outside, but he lifted his chin up a lot, and we seen he can't take a punch. So getting hit by Tank, that's really gonna put him out. He's not gonna get up from that. So as long as he's boxing, he's gonna be good. But I still feel like he's gonna get caught and end up losing. So I got Tank for that.
I mean, do you think Ryan can maybe clip, with that quick left hook or that lead hook that he has?
I don't think so. Tank got a chin. We done seen that in his previous fights. I know I'm not as strong as all them dudes that's at the top of the game right now, but I done touched them, so I know if he can take my power, I hit pretty hard for my weight. But I don't see Ryan that little hook. I don't see it.
But he can't box. Remember, y'all, he said the man can't box. So I'm trying to understand There got to be more than just having a chin. If he can't box, Ryan should be able to beat him, especially if he could catch him, right? Because he can't box. Mr. 3-0. You know what I'm saying? I thought Keyshawn was bad at 6-0. You bad. You's a bad dude to sit up here with a straight face talking about you're gonna get a lot of flack. Yeah, you getting a lot of flack because you saying some BS. You just told everybody that these dudes got 1.28 million subscribers, bro. You just told all of them and then some that Tank Davis can't box.
It might make him cautious, though. It might make Tank cautious after you throw it, but I don't think it'll be like, okay, I gotta really watch that hook. I don't think it's not like that.
Who do you think will probably give like Tank the most competitive fight? Like, what if you were able to be a matchmaker? You put Tank in there. Would it be a Shakur or a Devin or even a
I knew.
I hate when they give them answers. Don't give them answers, bro. Don't give them answers. That's bad interview. You ask him. You ask him a question. You let him come up with the people. Don't feed it to him.
Or someone else. Maybe you have like a dark horse that somebody. I mean,
it'll be between. Kid, don't get me wrong. Keyshawn good, but he not got enough experience yet.
Yeah,
for that. But between Shakur and Devin, it's hard to say because they got power, but they don't really got no power to like keep Tank off of them. Mm-hmm. Devin Haney, I give Devin Haney the best out of Shakur. It got to be Devin Haney because Devin Haney's so slick, and
Devin Haney's so slick, but even as slick as he is, he still get hit just a little bit less than Tank, and he still get hit more than Shakur.
He punched to not get punched. That's how he fights. So I give Devin Haney the best, but it'll still be hard because he don't got no power. So Tank probably just gonna walk through them shots. So that's the only thing. Like I like all them dudes, but I don't know. I just don't like boxing wise. They beat the shit out of Tank, but
boxing wise, they beat the shit out of Tank. Boxing wise, they be show me. I ain't never seen nobody and what Tank 26-0. What is he? 27, 26-0. I ain't seen nobody beat the shit out of him yet. I ain't seen nobody beat the shit out of Tank yet under them lights. I don't know what he been watching, and I know he ain't let no one sparring session go to his head. But I know he just trying to call it how he see it. But hey, you couldn't have possibly thought I wasn't gonna talk about this.
If they can't keep Tank off of him, man, it's gonna be a rout. It's gonna be a rout.
Can you keep Tank off of you though? That's the question, because you talking crazy. So can you keep Tank off your ass?
Well, before I let you go, obviously you just fought a couple weeks ago. Obviously, maybe we're talking sorry, we don't know, but hopefully we get like a fight announcement. Maybe on some cards or something coming near forward.
Yeah. So I'm already scheduled for one in February. I'm trying to get one in December. It's in talks right now, and then I may have something coming up in November. So hopefully that November one fall through, and the December one fall through. But I know I'm definitely fighting February.
Awesome. Before I let you go, like I said, social media, where can they find you at? Because you get some cool breakdowns. I'm gonna have to come back and make this a norm. Like,
you can find me on Instagram at Ingram Jae-Han. Same thing like with Twitter, YouTube, all that. It's just my name, Jae-Han Ingram Jae-Han.
So that's that, y'all. That's that, man. Barbarian salute. Appreciate you pulling up. Yeah, Mike. Got to check and see if this guy really like that. I completely disagree with him about Tank's boxing ability. Tank can box. I don't think Devin beats him, though. Me either. I don't think Dad beats him either. And it's crazy. He said anybody boxing, they beat the shit out of Tank boxing. But they won't beat him, huh? Because Tank can't box. So I don't know how do he win if he can't box? Like every shot ain't a knockout shot. But Tank can't box. All right, bet, Jae-Han. I'll be sure to be doing my homework on you after I get off this live, bro. Because you said Tank can't box, but then you knew soon as you said it, I might get a lot of flack for this. But I know you might. You gonna get some. I don't know how much, because some people might let that fly by the wayside because you're only 3-0. But the reason I bring these situations up is because once again, you got another fighter because of some minimal, probably at best, success that they had against Tank in sparring. If that's even the case, you're gonna say that man can't box. So you must have been whooping his ass, I suppose, when you was boxing him, since he can't box. Cause you ain't really elaborate. You ain't say nah, he can box, but no, you say that man can't box. So, but you sparred him. So I'm assuming you was beating his ass in the sparring, just like everybody else that sparred Tank. But then get your ass in there. I said I do think Haney beats him. Oh, ain't nothing wrong with that, Jay. I don't think Haney beats him. Similar for one of the reasons that he said. I don't think Haney would be able to keep Tank off of him, and I don't think he'll be able to comfortably sit back there and jab straight right hand Tank to death. And no disrespect to him, maybe he don't use that exact game plan, but I don't think he'll keep Tank off him for 12 rounds. And then when you crunch the numbers, Tank only get hit a little bit more than him. And how do I know that? Because the good brother is salute the knockout for crunching them numbers and seeing that Tank only get hit just a little bit more than Devin Haney. Is nothing significant. And I haven't seen a fight where Devin Haney hasn't gotten hit and hit clean and real good. Kambosos did it. Jojo Diaz did it. Linares caught him with something clean. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get hit. And I just don't see him lasting 12 rounds with Tank hitting him. You know what I'm saying? I think he'll have some success for sure. And it's still a 50-50 fight. It ain't 100% Tank could beat him. Maybe he will find the discipline and the game plan and put it and execute it to beat Tank and outbox him. But I think it's safe to say we all know that he won't knock Tank out. We all know that. So it's safe to say that fight going to go 12 rounds. And that's 36 minutes. That's a long time to avoid Tank power. And like I said, Devin Haney got this bad habit of bending over to the right on defense. And if he bend over to the right, his right will be Tank's what? His left, right? Tank is a southpaw. If he dip over to the right, how I've seen him do in several fights, because that's just a bad habit that he got. I think he takes a NyQuil nightmare. He's gonna have a NyQuil nightmare in that dream in that ring. He's gonna go from Devin the Dream Haney to having a NyQuil nightmare when he sleeps. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the worst thing to happen to him in there. He has a lot of power and great skills, facts, Barbarian, he do, and that's just what it is. The boy can fight straight up and down. Like that man can fight. Period. And when you think about it, like, you get what I'm saying? You think about it, it's just gonna take a hell of a fighter to beat him. It's easy to say he can't box, and you've seen him do it more under the lights. I'm assuming you watch boxing, kid, but that was a very poor assessment of Tank. You could have said it's so many different ways, but to just flat out say that man can box, I'd be surprised if more people don't catch that and talk about it. But we're going to see. I'm damn sure got my eyes on you, Jae-Han Ingram. I'm paying attention, Mr. 3-0 with 3 knockouts. You get what I'm saying? He 3-0 with them 3 KOs. So we're going to see if you really that guy or if it's smoke and mirrors. And when he was saying Kermel, this the dude he was talking about, the guy that they say the next Tank, because he do look like Tank a little bit, but this the dude.
We on? Yeah. We on. I want everybody to follow him on all his social media platforms. Follow my guy, future world champion.
The world champion, my guy. You probably didn't even know his name, Floyd. Your guy. How you gonna say that? You giving him a half-ass shout out. You supposed to find a young man named, bro. From Baltimore too. I get a lot of shit for picking Haney. I just think Haney's reach and movement will get Tank too many problems. Look, his reach and movement, it can give Tank some problems, but I think like, again, you just like that fight, being that it's gonna be fought at a high level, you gotta, it's more layered than it is it's not a surface level type of fight, meaning for you to really pick a winner, you're gonna have to really peel back the layers and really like break down the shit that they do, good and bad tendencies and all that. But there's nothing wrong with you. The short answer, like, for sure, is I get it, I rock with it. You feel like, that height, I heard people say that, but I think Tank will find a way to get past that. And why I've said that is because, Haney won't even be the biggest guy that he's fought. You know what I mean? And I think that lack of power, it can get your respect. But I think when we talk about Tank, like, even if you having success on the outside, I think at some point he can make up his mind and close that gap. I just don't see Haney like how is the fight gonna play out as he get hit? Because you get what I'm saying, he gonna get hit. He's not gonna pitch a shutout against Tank. Ain't gonna be no flawless victory. You get what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be no 12 round, no 12 zip him, or he gonna win every round until he get caught. I don't think that. I think he can win rounds though. I definitely do, but I think Tank is smart enough and good enough to make adjustments to be able to offset some of the shit Haney do and make him pay for it. And he has the reflexes and athleticism to be able to keep up with Devin Haney. And he's going to know he's going to want to use the ring and kind of try to box him from the outside because Devin Haney, respect to him, he lacks an inside game. And, you know, that's just not somewhere where you see him fight. But once Tank close that gap, I think some questions going to be answered. Alex Alberto, what's good with it, Alex? Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling? Ingram is fighting this weekend on Floyd's undercard against Cozy, the dude who knocked out bodyguard Jizzy Mack. Yes, sir. Ingram, yeah, he said Tank can't box. Yeah, facts, bro. That's why we had these conversations because, you know, whenever somebody see it the other way, it's good for me because we get a good conversation. You might say some shit that you see in Dev that he could exploit with Tank, and I see it. I know it. You know what I mean? I see him being able to box, but this whole notion that these people think Devin Haney is like head and shoulders above Tank in boxing ability and Tank is just power, they're going to be in for a rude awakening, man. They're going to be in for it. Literally, it's going to be a rude awakening when somebody waking them up from that nap that some of these dudes going to take. And I think when that power start to touch him, man, it's going to get crazy because he's going to touch him. Everybody get touched in their fights. He's going to get hit. And my thing is, if Jojo Diaz can hit you, he's not as skilled as Tank to me. He's not as smart or good. He's not as athletic as Tank to me. He's not as versatile to me as Tank. He don't have as many wrinkles to his game to me. Jojo Diaz is like a straight come forward fighter, throw the high guard up and try to, you know what I mean? He can box, but that whole approach just don't work at the elite level. That's why you see when he steps in there with an elite talent, he loses. And that's because of that style. It's not going to work. You got to be more creative defensively. You can't just walk towards people with a high guard and think you're going to, you know, outmaneuver and outwork everybody. And you got times where you don't even like to throw punches and you just be taking punishment. So my thing is, if JoJo was able to, you know, walk in without a jab and crack Devin Haney, I think some of those, not all, but some of those opportunities will be there for Tank to hit him. And I think the fact that Tank will be the best fighter that he's fought and the most dangerous, he's the best. He's going to be the best fighter he fought skillfully, and he's going to be the most dangerous. I think when you combine those two things and with the fact that, you know, I think Devin Haney would be very timid in that fight. I think he'll fight a safe fight. He'll try to, and I think being too safe would get him caught. I do. Because he's not going to be willing to take a lot of chances against Tank. I could see it. Like, Corey, he's going to fight. Don't get it wrong. Haney's a fighter. He ain't going to cur out like that in that way. But I think the chances that he take are going to be very minimal because of the risk factor that is there if he makes a mistake. So I think because of that, he's going to try to fight a perfect fight because he damn near going to have to or he's going to get hurt. I think when Haney feels Tank power, he's going to be walking him down. I'm telling you, I think he could get walked down too. That I do too, because it's like Tank know how to cut the ring. Again, he athletic enough to do it. He can cut the ring and he can move if he want. He can box as well. Like he, you know, I know Haney is more elusive because he uses his legs more because he's more of the pure boxer. You know, Tank don't have to use his legs as much because he got a different style. He coming in there to hurt you, and he can box while he's hurting you. He ain't got to load up. And this whole notion that he just only depends on a knockout, people just don't be watching the fight right. Tank really be fighting in there, man. It's a smart dude. He's a smart dude. And Haney's an intelligent fighter. Very smart, disciplined fighter. But I think, or maybe he could stay perfect for 12 rounds because I literally do mean he going to damn near have to be perfect. And I just haven't seen a fight where he's been perfect, even if he 12 zips somebody, if that makes sense. You get what I'm saying? Because he gets hit, and it's a certain amount of hitting that's going to take place. And again, the difference between Tank and everybody else is he don't have the power to knock Tank Davis out, in my honest, humble opinion. He don't have the power to do so. And I think that's going to be a problem for it because I think he's going to end up catching up to him, man. It's going to get bad. Josh, what's good with it, my bro? Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling? Alex say in a good mood. Why you in a good mood, Alex? Well, that's good to hear, first of all, because anytime somebody is in a good mood, I assume things are going good. So that's a positive. Glad to hear it, bro. But yeah, salute to Jae-Han Ingram. I know he was only speaking what he felt like his truth is, so I can't really knock him for that. I can respectfully disagree with him though. The fact that you feel like Tank can't box, and I don't know what gave him that notion. Like, because if you fought him and you ain't just dominated him, don't you think it's because he could box? Get what I'm saying? If he 26, 27, no, don't you think he undefeated and got that many wins because he obviously could box? It ain't just power. He showed you boxing ability. He showed you that against Pitbull Cruz. So you to say he can't box, you must then watch that fight. You know what I'm saying? You must just think, oh, he's some knockout artist. But I can guarantee you this. He get in that ring with your ass under them lights with no headgear on. I guarantee you'll be rethinking the fact that he can't box. I'm willing to bet that. Your ass would be getting woke up talking about, man, he better than I thought he was. Yeah, I know. But you notice a pattern with Tank. Whenever he sparred these guys, they always had this crazy ass confidence, and they take so much from them sparring sessions, the minimal sparring sessions where they probably had minimal success against Tank, and they just allow it to make them talk a certain way that, nah, bro, you seem like a cool kid or whatever, good energy, but your opinion is your opinion. I don't even feel no type of way about it, but I had to call it out because I disagree totally. Like, you saying Tank can't box, it ain't no explanation to it. It's just you can't box. Like, a lot of people say he be showing something and you just don't think. I'm like, I don't know what you be watching, bro. Tank ain't showed you could box. If Tank ain't showed you he could box, he don't got power either. You get what I'm saying? If Tank ain't showed you he could box and them fights, all them fights he had, over 25 fights he had, if he ain't showed you that he could box in none of those fights, you either ain't been watching him the right way or you hate him or something. Or you clearly got a different interpretation as to what good boxing is. Cain Velasquez is out on bail. What happened to Cain? Yo, Big Cain, they locked up Big Cain. Big Cain. They locked up Big Cain, Alex. What they lock him up? What they lock him up for? But yeah, man. He seemed like a young little ambitious kid. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, do your thing. Do your thing. I ain't knocking you. I ain't mad at you. But I tell you what, when it's time to fight, nobody want to hear nothing else. Get your ass in there. But I'm going to keep an eye on this young kid. Like I said, he 3-0, 3 knockouts. Got him listed as super featherweight. Last fight he fought, was that what? He fought 133, 135, 136. So, but they got him listed as super feather. So 5'6". So he not that much taller than Tank. Tank 5'5.5". He's 5'6". He only 21 years old. Stay out there in Vegas. That's obviously why you got that work. But nah, you better chill with them 3 fights. You did fight somebody that was 3-0, Hector Aguirre. And you stop Heck too. But Heck ain't punching like that because Heck ain't getting knockouts. So you might have fought a dude 3-0, but that dude don't look like he's going to be something so crazy anyway. But we're going to say again, I like that ambition from the young boy, but that was a good comment by him about the gym producer. Excellent boxer. Tank is an elite boxer. He just short arms has to take chances to get off, which is why I think some people have success that they do have against him, because he got to take chances that a lot of these dudes not willing to take because they know what's on the other end. And if they make a mistake, they know that he got the boxing ability to make you pay for it. You know what I'm saying? Case of Void, my bro, what's good with it? How you feeling? Appreciate all y'all pulling back up. Like I said, for the second live. I just wanted to talk a little bit about a play that I seen. I even seen a video about them mandating Ortiz already, and I just thought it was funny that it's ironic. It's funny how because we didn't get one fight, now you getting a number of things is just happening that otherwise wouldn't have took place. I don't think if we'd have just got that one fight. Now, it's like a domino effect, and that's why I did that live a few days ago with talking about the domino effect, because that's exactly what's taking place now. You got people questioning Spence more than you are the guy that's about to give you a garbage fight. And it's mind-blowing that how people mind work. They go straight to deflection and like, well, why you ain't doing this with Spence? It's like, bro, he ain't the one out here moving funny. Like, he ain't moving funny as hell. Your man moving. Yep. Good now, but a long night, so I had to sleep a little. I feel that case of boy. Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with getting you a little shut eye. Nothing wrong with it, brother. But yeah, now motherfuckers getting slapped with mandatories out the ass all of a sudden. Now it's crazy. About to get crazy. Boxing about to get weird. I think the Vergil Ortiz talk is going to be one of their last ditch efforts to try to use as an excuse not to give us the fight they knew they were supposed to give us. I truly think that. Now, again, I just think that that's my opinion. People might see it different, but I think it's the reason why they're announcing all this mandatory stuff is weird, and dudes ain't even had a fight that he already got scheduled. It's like the fact that they just can't wait, and the timing of the announcements is the things that always get me scratching my head. And it's like they building in the excuse right before we can even get back to Earl spinning the block. And it's like, I ain't going to be surprised if Terence Crawford fulfills mandatory obligation the way, according to him, out his own mouth that he do. When Haney going to do it for that behind the rounds. Tank got that dog in him. That's an interesting question, bro. And it's a real question. Like, what is he going to do and how would he fight? Especially if he put it in a situation where he's down some rounds like early and you forced it, because you assume you're going to have to take more chances to get back in the fight. And in doing so, you could probably go outside of yourself, which could lead to you getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? So I would love to see how he respond if that's the situation. But we're going to see who got the skill set to put him behind the 8-ball early. I already got a sneaky suspicion of who could do it at 35 already, if not Tank, because I think people sleeping on him. I think, tell me, man, that dude could fight to me. And he lucky he ain't a bigger person. He lucky he ain't a bigger guy. I'm telling you, it'd be so much worth, like he ain't had no long ass reach and nothing crazy like that. Man, that'd be crazy. If WBO had made his ass fight EJ. Nah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But they about to usher Vergil Ortiz in the mix. BC, what's good with it, bro? Man, safe travels, man. Be safe on that road, Brody. Appreciate you for pulling up. Nelly Content Entertainment, salute. Appreciate you for pulling up. How you feeling? It was breaking news. Buzz say he would retire before fighting Bud. Shit, right. A1, salute to my bro. A1 Hoop Zone. What's good with it, A1? Yeah, appreciate all y'all pulling up for this second live. Like I said, y'all smash that like button, man. And we're going to be here for a couple more minutes. I'm going to let y'all get up out of here. Might just go to the 2-hour mark. I don't see Haney losing many rounds against Tank. Things to pay is harder fight for Haney. I know why. I mean, I could assume why you saying that because of the physical dimensions and stuff like that. And Tank being the shorter guy, the shorter arms, and you're going to have to work his way in and get something off. I can see why you would think that. I can see why you would feel that way. But I tell you what, winning rounds, it'd be pretty pointless if you get your lights turned out. You get what I'm saying? If you end up getting your lights turned out after winning all them rounds, that could be crazy for you for sure. But I could see why you said I get it. You know what I mean? But I think, man, as the rounds go on, like it's gonna get tougher. Because again, I think what Tank, some people pick up on it, some people don't. I think one thing that slept on with Tank is that he's very, very smart, very good at picking up on habits. And just to be fair, like I think Haney has the type of offense where he does what works, right? He pulls out the right tools for the job more times than not, right? pretty much every time he's been in the ring, he's brought the right tools for the job, right? But I think when you talking about Tank, and I think the same tools that you brought to the job, to every other job that you've been on up until this point, been cool. But I think you would have to bring even more tools to the fight than you normally shown. And I think in doing so, you could possibly have to take more risks, which could lead to you getting hurt. Or I could see you having that approach where you feel like you, again, going to just bring the necessary tools for the job. But I think in doing so, you could find yourself being very repetitive in your approach. And one critique that I heard, one of the boxing historians that used to rock with Blue, salute to him, rest in peace to him, Kurt Sugar. One of the things he critiqued Devin Haney about, and it was just something to think about. He said all his performances look the same. Like all his fights look the same. Like he win the same way. Like, you get what I'm saying? And I also think, if I'm not mixing his words, and I don't think I am because I was listening carefully that day, you know, he felt like he kind of peaked out already. You get what I'm saying? And the easy answer would be like, yo, this kid only 23 years old. There's no way in hell he's as good as he's ever going to be. But one thing that I ask people to just think about, and again, boxing, especially when you have in-depth conversations, you got to peel back layers. Y'all been hearing me say that a lot. Got to peel back layers. Tell me a fight that didn't look similar to the other one, like a lot in terms of like how he approaches the business to how he gets it done. And I'm not knocking it because, again, I feel like it is intelligent to bring the necessary tools for the job to get it done. So I'm not knocking it, but it's a conversation that could take place when you peeling back them layers of boxing. And you can ask yourself, like, yo, Kurt Sugar, rest in peace, told me, yeah, you made a good point. You made a good point. I'm like, damn. I'll start looking at the performances, and I'm like, damn. I kind of see what he's saying. It's so real with Haney, bro. Family, I done seen people criticizing for a performance, right? And then double back because people must think that I see everything. I done seen people kind of change their tune because they don't want to get criticized for critiquing them. They don't want to come off like a hater. It's a way to critique them without being a hater. Dude, I don't think dude is a hater of Tank. He just said Tank can box. He told the 1.28 million subscribers that Fight Hype got and some more, you know what I mean, that Tank can box. Straight up, he said he can box. Like, you get what I'm saying? So I don't think he hating, but you know what I'm saying? I think he's very inaccurate with his assessment. I like both fighters, but Tank catches Haney one time and it's over. It could be true. Ended in a split second. And I think he don't have to rely on the power as much as it looked like in some situations that he do. He's just a very patient fighter because he understands he don't need to land hundreds of punches on you to get you out of there. And I think that's going to always be the case. Like, I just think he has that rare punching power where he don't need to beat you up every second of every round and break you down to get you out of there. But all he need to do is to be able to counter you and hit you. And he dealt with the bigger Barrios. Look how much bigger Barrios was than him, man. That was ridiculous, bro. Ridiculous, man. Tank's ring IQ was A1. His time and accuracy are excellent, too. If Tank was a little bigger, threw more punches, I would pick him. Now, I get what you're saying. But shit, that for those reasons, too, though, bro, is the reason why I think that fight would be tough. Because at some point, he's going to close that gap. You get what I'm saying? It happens. Everybody's been able to do it. The thing is, they can't do too much with Haney once they get there, or he'll tie him up, force a reset, and get back to it. Big Texas, what's good with it, my bro? Appreciate you for pulling back up, as you always do. Tank was bigger. Damn, he would really be scared. It'd be like a cheat code. It already is. That's the thing. So, you know, I copyright A1. I Tank AQ is A+. I like that one. Salute to my Brody A1. In case boy Tank was big, he would never get a fight. I'm telling you. But yeah, man, Tank is a dangerous guy. Very smart fighter, patient fighter. I think he picks up on habits very, very well. Like I said, with the best of them. It's garbage, right? Yeah, but my bad guy. But he picks up habits with the best of them, man. And like the fact that he has timing, that timing can offset some of the things that Devin Haney like to do. Straight up, it just can. You get what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Combat Tool Bag, what's good with it, Brody? Appreciate you for pulling through. How you feeling, man? Been here a little minute. It was shaving. Oh, no doubt, Brody. No doubt. Appreciate you for pulling up as you always do. How you feeling, family? How you feeling? But you know what? Yeah, but that's why we had these discussions, and I'm glad that sometimes people have a difference of opinion. Because again, y'all the family in here, so I welcome it all the time. I'm gonna always tell y'all that because I do. I really welcome it, and it's not, you know, it's not crazy for you to believe that Haney could beat him, that win a fight with Tank, outbox him. But I think we all agree it had to be outboxing, and that's a dangerous fight. That's a tough task in and of itself because you got to 36 minutes, 12 rounds to kind of like, you know, not let this guy hit you. And I just haven't seen nobody not get hit by him. Everybody's gonna get hit. I don't care. It's a boxing match. You're going to get hit, and I don't think nothing is wrong with it, but you get what I'm saying? The difference between him and everybody else, he just don't need that much. He don't need to be beating your ass the whole entire fight, yo. And it's like all he need to do is be able to hit you at some point. And his confidence is going to grow. And once he see that he can hit you, good luck making it to the final bell. Good luck, bro. Good luck. But again, if I had to say it, Haney, I put him up there at the top, somewhere wrong amongst the top, like him and Shakur having the best chances to beat. I think Shakur has the absolute best chance to beat him because I feel like he's better than Haney. People might disagree. It's okay. It has nothing to do with him being from Jersey. I just think he has a different pedigree, that Olympic pedigree. And he was one of those guys that was a great Olympian and an even better fighter. It ain't the other way around where dudes be great Olympians and then be subpar professionals. No, he was a great Olympian. He's an even better fighter. You get what I'm saying? So I feel like that pedigree at some point will show his head in that fight with them. And the same reason why I posted that sparring clip where it was 4 minutes of it, because you got to see them work. And what I picked up on right away is you got one guy that was getting his shit off, but he had to try pretty hard to get his shit off. And then you had the other guy in Shakur Stevenson, that just looked like, you know, watching the sparring. And that was the longest, you know, clip of the sparring. It was like 4 minutes. You know, Shakur just seemed like he didn't have to try as hard. And that's not knocking Devin Haney. It's just he's a bit more fluid in there. And he's more offensively creative. He has less bad habits on defense, obviously, which is why he gets hit less. You get what I'm saying? So that's what I seen in that sparring. And I feel like his Olympic pedigree is something that people overlook. And I think that's something that'd be one of the reasons that he win. You get what I'm saying? But that's not a foregone conclusion. Devin Haney is also another 50-50 fight. But I truly believe when you mix in the fact that Shakur, one of the smartest fighters in boxing, he get hit less than everybody in boxing. That's the best defense. Getting hit just 5.1 times around. Like, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And I'm pretty sure Devin Haney would be able to hit him, you know, a considerable number of times. I'm pretty sure of that. But I just see Devin Haney having to work harder to get his work off, where Shakur is a bit more fluid naturally in his approach. And, you know, like I say, controlling distance and range better than just about any fighter I watch. You get what I'm saying? And he's more offensively creative. Like, he don't really have that rinse and repeat. Like, he can show you some wrinkles, uppercuts, and, you know what I mean, coming around the guard with the hook. You know what I mean? He can show you by switching it up, body to the head. It's not like a rinse and repeat. You didn't walk away from his fight saying it looked like the last one. And that's no disrespect to nobody. That's just a critique that you hear. You know what I mean? You heard that with Devin Haney. Yo, that fight looked like the last. I had some people saying it looked just like the first one, which I think that was a slight to him. I think the second Kambosos fight looked a bit different in spots. For one, it looked like he was really trying to hurt Kambosos in this one. And I think he did. I think he accomplished that. I think he was able to put something on Kambosos' mind. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, Nelly Content. Appreciate you. Y'all smash that like button for you, bro. BC, what's good with it? Yeah, Dav is definitely the truth. And he going to always be, I feel like, as long as he boxing, he going to be the truth. Because he a gym rat and he really puts the work in the gym. And you could tell, you know what I'm saying? None of these dudes was going to easily beat him. I don't think, not the matchups we talking about at 35. I think 140 respectfully gets tougher for him. It gets considerably tougher, especially when you talking about the upper echelon of 140. It's going to get tough. You know what I'm saying? The guys are bigger, just as big as him, but they're going to be stronger. They're going to hit harder. He's going to have to be an outboxer like he already is, but I think it gets more dangerous at that next weight class, respectfully. But Devin Haney's a very smart fighter, so I think despite the lack of power, he's still have enough to get the typical average fighter to respect him because he knows how to throw them punches. And you know what I mean? I just think in certain cases where the lack of power, not having that power, certain style of fighters won't stay off him. He won't be able to keep him off. David Morrell fight specifically. You think Tony Weisha has privilege of referee big time fight? Privilege stopping that. After stopping that fight, I think they need to really have sat him down and try to figure out for what reason why he didn't consider stopping the fight, because the dude was taking way too much punishment. Way too much. I was saying Haney seemed to have more dog as far as Shakur. But Shakur was more sharp and accurate. Yeah, he was definitely accurate. And that's where, I mean, see, you're gonna see the dog because he's forced to show you that because he in there with somebody that's forcing him to show you some dog. You get what I'm saying? So it's no doubt in my mind, I think Haney has a better chin than what some people give him credit for. You got to think, you got Lomachenko is picking Shakur to beat him. I'm saying Haney got hurt by Linares. Boy, you got dropped by him. So that's weird, but yeah, man, he had to show that dog for sure, cause he ain't gonna back down. Like he a real fighter, a real gym rat. He gonna make it hard for anybody. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, Mike, as always. But I just know that as certain fighters, they don't respect your punching power. It's a matter of time. Like, what are you really? How much movement is there really? When that other guy on the other side of you is very athletic and can move as well, has footwork of his own. Maybe it's not as elusive as you are because he has a different style, but he has the foot speed to be able to keep up with you. His feet are educated enough to keep up with you. You know what I'm saying? Look how he be able to make people miss. It's actually something special when he do it. Like, you know what I mean? Look how he was making Pitbull miss with one arm most of the time. You dig what I'm saying? He's just a special talent, and he really can box. And I think that fight with Devin Haney be closer in terms of the boxing, the action in boxing. And you know what I mean? He'd be hit. That shit gonna be a dog. It's gonna be a hell of a fight. You know what I'm saying? For sure. But you could think of Unsee Haney has the undisputed champion in the division. Now someone coming up like Stevenson. Anybody else in there outside of Tank at 35? Just off the top of my head, just like thinking about all the players outside of Tank. You said don't count Shakur Stevenson shit. Most of those guys I truly think he beats. You know what I mean? Even the Michelle Rivera, I think he could beat him too. I think that'd be a tough fight, matter of fact, though. I do think that that'd be a tough fight for him. Because Michelle Rivera is big, man. He's big and he got length and height too, and he can box with some pop. So I think that'd be a difficult fight for him. I don't think it's one that we ever see, but it'd be difficult. Michelle Rivera kind of big too. He don't look like no damn 35-pounder. For real, he don't. That's a big dude. But one of those, him or somebody like, obviously not Shakur Stevenson, in my opinion, but I don't think they ever gonna fight at 35 anyway. But yeah, that list ain't long because Devin Haney truly one of the most talented fighters in boxing. You know what I'm saying? He really is. See, he's at Cruz upset Haney. I get why you could say that, the pressure, the relentless pressure and swinging, going for broke. But I think Haney outboxed the hell out of him. I could see him getting caught, but I could see him not getting knocked out, though. I could see him outboxing Isaac Cruz. I don't think he has the IQ to be able to beat a Devin Haney. You get what I'm saying? He lacks the discipline. Like, he go for it way too much. And I know that might sound crazy, but he put way too much into, like, you know, every punch. And you see how he was throwing himself all balanced in his last fight? It just looked sloppy. I think Dad way too intelligent for him. I don't think Pitbull Cruz has the intelligent feet to really cut the ring off on Dev. I think Dev will box circles around him and kind of, for the most part, stay out of harm's way. Get what I'm saying? But I could see him getting clipped, but I don't think he'll get knocked out. I see nobody beating Dev at 35. I don't see Dev staying at 35. If the Loma fight don't happen, that fight should happen. It shouldn't be no reason really why that fight don't happen unless he really truly outgrow the weight class, which is okay. I can understand that, but that's the fight. I might do a shorter video on that, man, because Paulie and Bill Haney was going back and forth about it. So I might make a shorter video about that, chop that up, and give my thoughts on it. But yeah, I'm not mad at that. Devin Haney is a true talent. Like he's going to be a tough out for anybody. He's not going to be a hard guy. I mean, not going to be an easy guy to beat. You get what I'm saying? For nobody, I don't think. You get what I'm saying? But Tank is very, very special. And I just don't think that fight happens for obvious reasons. But if it do, shit, I'm going to be locked in. I want to see it. You know what I'm saying? Tank is truly special. And when you got God-gifted power like that with gifted boxing ability, it's a special combination, man. And he's mentally tough too. Just like that Kung Fu style fighting. That's the one weakness I see with them. They tend to take multiple punches just to throw one instead of focusing on defense facts. And another thing, Pitbull Cruz, to a certain degree, defense be an afterthought for him. Would Devin Haney defense be a priority? You get what I'm saying? And I'm high on guys that make defense a priority and not an afterthought. And I think that ultimately it'd be Pitbull Cruz' downfall. Like the wildness, the swinging wild. I think Devin Haney would be too sharp for that. I don't think it'll work. He might land something. He might get a couple oohs and ahs though, but I think Haney is fight him smart. But it could still give him issues, don't. But I can understand why you say you could see the upset because the wrong shot from him, he could sleep you. A 3-0 fighter already talking face. Salute, bro. Appreciate you for pulling back up facts, bro. He said he's being humble. It didn't seem like he was trashing Tank, but he said Tank can box. That's what he said. He sparred with him, so he said Tank can box, bro. I said, damn. This dude that rhymed me, boy, kick was fire. What's that? You talking about the joint at the beginning? Or am I tripping? How you feel about Tank and Ryan? Tank and Ryan, it got to happen, and it need to happen fast because I'm ready to see it. Tank, name been getting used by a lot of fighters to kind of build interest in them, and they like to use his name when they already got other fights lined up. I think Ryan Garcia's clout chased off Tank's name for years now, and I think they need to go ahead and make that fight and get it over with. I see the dangers that Ryan could possess with the speed, and he got some legit power, I think. But he has very slow feet. Defense tends to be an afterthought to him. He tends to have that chin in the air. If you really want to see his deficiencies be exploited, take him past 6 rounds. I believe Ryan is sort of a front runner. Get what I'm saying? I think he's real explosive, strong, hits hard for them first 6 rounds for sure. But I think once you get him past 6, you start to see him wear down. The technique start to waver. You know what I mean? He start to look more pedestrian, and then the knockout is less likely to come. I'm pretty sure he still got some pop down the stretch, but it just don't be the same. I think Tank take him past 6, he gonna stop him bad if he don't get caught early. You're right, bro. People sleeping on Gervonta. Yeah, that skill set is a mug, man. I'm telling you, great boxer, great talent, underrated for sure. Tank can fight. Facts, he could. Yeah, it don't matter what he think. Just ask him if he want that good night's sleep, man. The NyQuil punch, yeah, that NyQuil nightmare, because it's gonna be like a nightmare when they waking you up, explaining to you, yeah, he caught you, yeah, he got you, yeah, he got you, yeah, it was early in the 4th, yeah, he got you. Comment was a little bit disrespectful saying a veteran fighter like Tank doesn't know how to box. Facts, I just don't. He didn't articulate those thoughts well. He could have explained that better. I think his assessment was poor. Kid only 21, so maybe, maybe that's just how he feel. Oh, Tank can't box, but get in there with him under them lights. I guarantee you, once they wake you up, you'll be like, yeah, he better than I thought. You can say Amber, so I'm telling you, yo, quick, out of there, man. NyQuil nightmare, man. Melatonin movie, right in the dream, right in the ring. NyQuil nap or NyQuil nightmare. You pick. Or a melatonin movie. Either multiple choice, either of them, you're gonna take a nap. You're gonna get hurt. So Tank, special fighter. You're gonna continue to be a special fighter. He can even be even greater than what we've seen already if he's not held back by the team that's supposed to be putting him in a position to be the absolute best, which is a very disrespectful. But that's another conversation. You want a fresh new start and your mood, keep talking on Tank. He'll help give you that good sleep, best sleep of your life, bro. Since the crowd, you feel like Earl dragging ass, and how do you feel about the way they're trying to talk bad about Bud for taking decent fighters instead of staying inactive? I honestly don't think Spence is dragging ass. Why I say that? Because you gotta think he did all that heavy lifting, right? It's real simple. Just think about something, right? The same belts that he went and snatched, Terence Crawford never made an attempt to get none of them. Outside of beating up Jeff Horn, taking that belt from him, he never made a fight or even made remotely an attempt to try to fight any of the other champions. Now you got Earl that chased down 3 champions, right, in a row. Like, he really chasing these dudes and beating their asses and taking their belts, right? He chasing these guys down, right? Coming off car accidents, torn retinas, all types of shit, performing like an action figure. You know what I'm saying? And up until this point, he's never had an issue making a title fight, let alone any fights at all in his entire career. He literally chased the belts. No other champion was it hard to make that fight with. And now that he get to the 4th, why would he stagnate his own goal? What sense would it make to collecting the belts and doing it in the way he did it? Shows that's initiative. That's taking initiative, and that's being a man and saying, you know what, I told these people I'm gonna do this, so this is what I'm gonna do. As far as Terence Crawford staying active, you know, and him not being inactive, I think that's an out for him to fight a lesser fighter. There's no way in hell in 2022 we watching him and Avanesyan instead of Undisputed. You know what I'm saying? He's far too good of a fighter to be fighting David Avanesyan. And then if he truly wanted to fight, don't you think it would be wise of him to do business with a real one person that can actually make the fight happen? Like, with his lack of promotional backing and the fact that he was not offered a contract to resign and no other promotional team touched him up until this BLK Prime situation came up, that says a lot about Terence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? A guy that's not selling, hard to work with. I've said these things before. It's like he's been inconsistent when it's been time to make bigger fights. He even said it himself. I did a live on this. You know what I mean? With history repeat itself. Remember, y'all, I don't know if y'all remember, AB was a potential opponent for this dude. AB was. He said it out his own mouth on the Porterway podcast. That never happened. He was supposed to fight Pacquiao, remember? All them years. His trainer is on record saying he told him not to take the fight. Every time it's time. Look, Sean Porter, he wasn't going to fight him. Talking about that's his friend. They mandated it. He had to fight him. You get what I'm saying? And it's not that he's scared, but every time it's time for him to challenge himself accordingly, there's an issue. It's a pattern there. With Spence, he's never had an issue making a fight up until this point. Why would it be him? You get what I'm saying? It's easy to try to blame Al Heyman, but reality, just listen to this, right? Say I got a fight. I'm Al Heyman, right? Just Do is Al Heyman. So I got the rights to this fight, right? This is my fight because this is my fighter. This is my fight. I advise him. This my shit, right? Imagine one of y'all coming to me and saying, "Hey, Justin, I ain't gonna do business with you because you pretty much about to screw me over in this deal." But while we here, I got these other people that you need to do business with over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would he give up his control? Why would they give up their leverage that Earl worked so hard for? It makes zero sense. That whole proposal was bogus. The money amount, I think, was even more bogus. You never knew where it was coming from, which continued to make it bogus. The whole notion that he spent more time trying to construct a business deal when he has a track record of being hard to work with from his own promoter. What now, out of nowhere, at 35 years old, you all of a sudden going to become a great businessman, and you gonna put together the biggest fight in boxing or one of the biggest fights in boxing. It didn't make sense. He spent more time talking about his own deal and proposal as opposed to what Al was talking about. And he just tried to make it seem like they tried to do him bad and they wasn't doing him right. I just think that's nonsense. I think he wanted Spence to jump for that money because he understands that he make 25 million guaranteed up front. That would not only be the most money he ever made in his career, and that same could be said for both of them in one single fight, right? But at the end of the day, Spence brings in revenue. He has a track record to say he's going to be fine. He sell pay-per-views. Terence Crawford, on the other hand, he can't say so much. So him getting 25 million and it being guaranteed, that's more up his alley because that's closer to the top rank way. Giving them guaranteed money for lesser opposition. In this case, fighting Spence, you will get that $25 million payday, but you know you don't generate that kind of money. So you just, that to me, the way I process that, you didn't want to bet on yourself. This is why you wanted it to go that way. And the fact that people can't see that he spent more time trying to construct his own business deal and proposal than doing business with the people that can actually make the fight shows me a lack of intent to actually really want it. Who did you think was going to let you bully them in their situation and just, nah, Al, you don't know shit. The guy that's been part of some of the most lucrative deals in boxing, all of a sudden he going to just not know what he doing with another one of the biggest fights in boxing. He going to just fork over his operation. But you know what, Terence Crawford, even though you said pretty much that I'm going to screw you over and you doing zero business with me, I'm going to do business with you because I like you that much. Come on, man. You get what I'm trying to say? That's why I say there don't be no emotion and feelings involved. I'm passionate about this, but if you really follow the breadcrumbs, one guy has just been a transparent individual and the rest of them, not so much. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he definitely need help with the business for sure. You know what I'm saying? Undisputed fight, not Avanesyan. You dig what I'm saying? That's all. But we want better, and I don't want to call him trash. He's been a quality opponent throughout his career, but he just needs, appreciate you. He just needs to do better. You know what I'm saying? Dr. Mark, salute, OG. Salute, flawless mentality. Appreciate you for pulling back up as you always do. Me watching, acting like he whacked us. That's what I'm saying, bro. So that's all it is. And sometimes I run that spill down to people. I know I repeat some of these points. I try not to beat the dead horse, but I always try to be the voice of reason. Like I feel like if your mind is open and you're not emotionally attached to this situation or no fighter, you really can process what's been going on. It's easy to see. That's how we always get here, but I don't really have a problem with it because I always feel like it's somebody that ain't heard it be put that way, but it's just what it is. Like I know how not to be emotionally attached to the point where it clouds my judgment and I can't see what's really going on. It's kind of easy to see. Like, just think about something. I'm going to collect all the belts and get to the last one and be like, you know what? I don't want it. I don't want that. Just think about that, y'all. Think about the intent. Think about how that would make 0 sense. Think about how he said it's going to be held up after I get the third one. Like, we're going to see. And then think about what we got right now. A hold up. It's just easy. It's easy. It's easy, bro. It's easy. To fight, I got 25 mil, but I'll fight David Avanesyan and sneezing for $20. But it's easy hella boxing. Rick crazy. Salute to my bro Ricky Williams. How you feeling, Rick? Appreciate you, bro. But that's all. I know sometimes I don't be wanting to be repetitive and redundant, keep saying the same things, but I'm not above any good boxing conversation. And sometimes people that just haven't heard it be put that way. And if you got an open mind and you're a person of logic and reason, you're gonna see what it is. Like you'll really be able to see it's transparency on one end, and it's a bunch of confusing inconsistency and people playing the blame game on the other side. You got people that's involved in that camp, not Terence Crawford per se. You got people questioning that man's sexuality. You got Crawford hinting. I don't know if he was hinting to him being a drinker or drinking again or putting something in his body, but that little saying you need to stop doing what you're doing too, like it's just low. Like all those little personal attacks, he told you to post a draft, you couldn't do it. You get what I'm saying? He called your bluff. The thing is, you tried to call his bluff. And again, pay attention closely, y'all. Earl responded because he kept getting tagged and shit. This man who never talks to y'all, who's never transparent, never gives y'all that type of time that he gave on Instagram Live. You get what I'm saying? One guy is trying to prove, he's going out of his character to prove to y'all that it ain't him. And in doing so, it's like you tried too hard, so you overplayed your hand. It's like, for instance, right? Like, just to go off topic, I had a weird situation, right? Like, I worked at a job, a parts store, right? And, you know, at the end of the night, you get your registers and stuff counted down, right? Make sure everything good, right? So at the end of the night, some mysterious reason, I'm missing $20 in my register, right? So the lady looking around everywhere in the store, right? Let me tell you, the moment she overplayed her hand is when she looked up under a keyboard that was like on the, you know what I mean, on the desk. to look under there, the only way a $20 bill could end up under there if somebody placed it there. But the fact that she did that showed me she overplayed her hand. And I was like, it's similar with what Crawford is doing. You went out in an attempt to try to prove yourself, and she was trying to act like she was helping me, but really she revealed that she was one that did it, because the only way, like I said, a bill could get under there if somebody placed it there. So it's kind of like, it's a similar situation. He went out of his way. Get what I'm saying? A quiet guy. He usually a tweet or something, but he gave you 21 minutes and then went on to tweet it. He went out of his way double time to try to prove you, try to call somebody bluff, got the card, the game got flipped on him, and then he put the ball in his court and he failed to provide what was necessary to show that it wasn't him. You get what I'm saying? Facts. He just is. And that's what it is. It's duck. Nah, it is a duck. It is, Rick. It is a duck. Damage control. And that's what I called it from the ribbon. I said it was one of the worst like attempts at damage control I ever seen, because damage control is supposed to help you look a little bit better in the end or get some understanding to the people. You made yourself look worse. So, you know what I mean? See Vergil Ortiz get out of the contract with Golden Boy. Promoter is better fit for him. Top rank of PBC. Shit. Man, respectfully, whoever gonna really have his best interest and put him in the fights that he's supposed to be in, realistically, yo. It's history doing funny business. See, the thing is with me, bro, like to me, it'd be too much blaming to Al. Like, none of these promoters, or he's not even a promoter, he's an advisor. None of these dudes are perfect. I've heard stories on in about everybody, but overall, what I hear when I hear fighters speak of Al Haymon, they speak of him so highly. But you know the excuse that people use as to why fighters speak so highly about him? They say because if they don't know if they're going to get a fight, this and that. It's always something convenient. Why it can't just be the fact that in any business, especially when you are dealing with multiple people, in any business, no way 100% of the people are going to walk away from every situation satisfied. You get what I'm saying? So I think it's a matter of that. And I think Al Haymon has done way more good for boxing than bad. That's just my opinion. I ain't nobody, but that's just my opinion. So it's like none of these dudes are perfect. Everybody got something with them. You know what I'm saying? I just think he do more good than he do bad. Look how many people in these fighters' lives he be changing. Then people like, well, everybody not rich over there at the PBC. Everybody can't be rich. Everybody in every profession is not going to be rich. Like every person in any one profession is not going to be rich. It's just not. That's just what it is, man. It's not going to be like that. So they always say it's Al. And again, one side has blamed everybody, even the fans, yourself, even you. He blamed you, Facebook user. He blamed you, bro. He blamed you for the fight not happening. One guy never did that. That's telling. That's very telling. It's so easy to see to me that I'll be tripping how people can't see it that way. You know what I'm saying? He said, you look harder than I am. You know what I'm saying? In fact, look harder than I am with this, man. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? She told on herself with that. And that's what he doing with the attempts. You ain't stop at the video. Nah, you got to go tag the man. Then we respond. People like, I don't respect that. Earl got Twitter fingers. Your man had Twitter fingers first. Then when he responded, I feel like every response he said was spot on. You know what they said next? They talking about Bud reading off 2 cue cards. Man, somebody type that up for Earl. He don't talk like that. How do you know that? Look what people say when they on the other side. Your man looked suspect in the video and contradicted himself. You don't call that out. Earl responding so accurately that y'all thinking somebody else is doing it for him. That's how crazy. And you're going to take it and run with it. You ain't going to have no visual where you could kind of read body language, hear people in the background and see how he looking. It's none of that. But you could tell somebody say he looked like he sounded like he was reading off the contract. You know what that told me? And it never dawned on him. If he was reading off the contract, then I mean he was reading the truth. Ain't that right? Wouldn't that be the right thing to do? Let me read off this shit and show people that he full of it. And people still couldn't say, he read. Somebody did that for him. He ain't that smart. Earl don't talk like that. Like y'all know him. Y'all know how that dude talk. I know it was mad laughing emojis in some of them joints. I know Earl do that a lot. That's what made me was thinking it was him, the laughing emojis. I know that might be simple, but I pay attention to small shit like that, little detailed shit. He do that a lot in his shit. Laughing emojis. That did sound like him. It did. If he read out the contract, then it sounded like he was being honest. Now, right? You know what I'm saying? In better matches, people see we get them title shots. Man, that's a great point, VC. Appreciate you, my bro. Dude, appreciate you, Fate. Stay safe, bro. Appreciate you, 5. You know we in here. They both bring equal quality to the table. Yeah, they both bring quality to the table, but he ain't been undisputed in multiple weight divisions. He been undisputed at 140 only. He been undisputed at 140. He had a title at 35, and he got one title at 47. So he undisputed at 140, a three-weight division champion. And he ain't never been undisputed in twice. He got an opportunity to do it, but they ain't make it happen. You know what I'm saying? It's a clear Doug. He better hope this fight happens, because if he don't, he gonna look worse. He will. He'll look bad. Sound crazy in that video, like he was trying to have a back alley brawl pay for some. That's what I'm saying, bro. And that's all I'm saying. Just think about how crazy that deal is, and that you're not gonna work with somebody that is very more than capable of making the fight happen. Think about the arrogance and ignorance of that proposal. Just think about it, and think about what real person would have said, yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna go with what you say. Never showing yourself to be a good businessman. You think somebody gonna allow you to mess the fight up more than what you already did by not playing ball? I want people to focus on this. The guy with no real backing like that was expecting the guy that can make the fight. Don't do business. How do y'all trust and have faith in a guy that don't want to do business with the people that can make it happen? He wanted to do his own set of business. Do you see what I'm trying to say? If you really wanted it, you would have found a way to work it out with the people that can make the fight happen. It's very simple. I don't believe him at this point. Way too many inconsistencies. He came on the thing laughing like he was uncomfortable. Y'all ain't hear that uncomfortable laugh that he was doing? Like he was mad uncomfortable doing that. I don't even got nothing. I always say this. It don't have nothing to do with being a fan. Just open your eyes. Listen twice as much as you talk. Pay attention. Somebody is not consistent. That man said he had a conversation with Earl and then turned around 2-3 minutes later and said, Earl Spence ain't on the phone with Terence Crawford trying to make the fight. Man, if I could cyber punch him in his shit, I would have did it right in his gut. You just sat here and told us you talked to him and you going to turn around talking about you ain't talk. Man, I ought to elbow you right in the gut. And then I got to get out of Dodge because I know you could fight. But anyway, you know what I mean? You're going to sit right there and lie to all of us like that. Right through the gap in your teeth, bro. He contradicted himself like at least 3 times in that video. And I tell people, watch that shit over. The first contradiction should have you scratching your head. The minute he said he had a conversation, then turned around and said he didn't do it, he ain't talking to me. What do that mean? So what conversation did you elaborate about that y'all had on the phone? About the fire stick, Mr. Fire Stick Bud? Come on, man. You sat there and told a man that does good pay-per-view numbers that they don't buy our pay-per-views like that. No, they don't buy yours. That's why he laughed at your ass and told you, look, I got a fire stick too. But the fact that your shit ain't selling sound like a personal problem. Now, he probably ain't say all of that, but he ain't have to. He laughed at him and said, I got one too. Like, nigga, that still ain't my problem. Your problem, bro. I'm like, you gonna try to lump me in there? Yo, they don't buy our pay-per-view. No, they don't buy yours, bro. They don't buy yours. You Omaha, Nebraska ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? You don't know what you talking about. You know what I mean? I had a ghostwriter. This shit was still facts. That's what I'm saying. Yo, A1, that right there was the final nail for me. I was like, yo, if you still need to figure out who bullshitting at this point, you ain't never gonna know. You're not gonna know because you don't want to know. Facts, man. That's what I just be want to say. Send him off. And why is he fighting Avanesyan talking about he would have fought Vergil Ortiz or Boots in a heartbeat? No, you wouldn't have. Their names ain't come up. What was they supposed to seek you out? Come on, man. Who brought? I would love to know, Rick, where they got David Avanesyan from. I'm not even trying to be funny. I would love to know who started what prick. Yeah, I don't care what prick started the conversation and made us try to convince people. Yeah, this the fight that's next to be made. Y'all crazy for that. Whoever was involved, whatever person had it in their mind, like, yo, this was a bright idea. You are an idiot. You are an idiot, and you failed the boxing world giving us this fight, having anything to do with you. You are an idiot. I don't know where y'all pulled him up from. And I'm talking about, in terms of Bud and the dude team. Where did that come about? Where did that come about? So you willing to fight the dude that didn't want to fight Boots, but you ain't gonna fight Boots. All right, cool. Bet. Say no more. Because he's the B-side and don't know it. Fact. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Elbow straight to the gap. Sitting here lying to us like that, bro. And I still rock with Terence Crawford. I just don't rock with that fight. people need to not take that shit so personal. It's not nothing personal. I don't say I hate him and he should never fight again. I should say we shouldn't have to pay for stuff we don't support and we don't rock with. Anybody in here think he's not going to knock that dude out? So they could say how many got 10 TKOs now, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, bro. Silverado, appreciate you for pulling back up. How you feeling? Yeah, you looking for a soft touch, and it's weird. And again, you got people more mad at Spence not having the announcement talking about he holding the division up. Every time I turn around, you hear something different. Like, yo, why he ain't announced who he fighting yet? Wonder who he fight. Well, we know who your man fight. And neither one of them is my man in a way where I'm a fan of one of the guys. I'm a supporter of the fighters. I ain't no fan. Yeah, I can't call myself that. No, I hate saying that. Every now and then I slip. I ain't no fan. I'm a supporter, and I could choose what not to support. And it's nothing it's just I'm talking about the fight. Nothing else involved. Just him versus him. Come on, man. You know better than that. Budrick, Terence. Gotta call his ass Terence now because he been tripping, bro. He said G5. No, you messed up, man. Yeah. Oh yeah, man. That makes that brings me back to the point. Yeah, I'm glad you said that. That's work, my bad. Yeah. So you can scrap. So again, and David Avanesyan got some type of fight game to him. You know what I'm saying? He got the 3 losses, but he been knocked out by Green Machine, a guy that he knocked out, and it's just a waste of people's time. But anyway, you got these mandatories out the ass now because of that one fight. I don't think we would have been in a position for them to be naming all these mandatory for Arrow Belt. He got about 3. Terence Crawford pretty much going to have 1 with Vergil. I think that's the out right there to not give us the fight. I could see him really fighting that dude or finding another reason not to fight nobody, but the walls was closing in. I don't know where he go after Avanesyan. That's the funny part. A lot of people, man, myself included, was so annoyed by that announcement that none of us really sat up there to think about where exactly do he go from there. You get what I'm saying? Where do he really go from there? Like, where do he go? Where, like, you get what I'm saying? That's the crazy part. Where the hell do he go from here? Even if you don't fight EJ, what's your next fight? Because that's you're not retiring after Avanesyan, right? So who else you gonna fight, buddy boy? You really gonna go to 154 and try to fight Charlo? Please do it. Please do it. Matter of fact, please do it. Think they don't got weight classes for a reason. You had to grow into 47, and it took you years talking about they should have never let you grow into the weight class. So now all of a sudden, I'm supposed to feel like it ain't logical to believe that he's gonna have to grow into 54 too. He's just gonna go there and just be some killer, right? He's gonna go right for Charlo and knock him out, right? Man, boy, gonna get slept playing with Charlo, man. Appreciate everybody that sub to the bro. If y'all haven't, man, it's 26 people here. If anybody ain't sub to G5, y'all sub to the family. Y'all rock with me, y'all rock with the fam, and we rock with y'all. You dig what I'm saying? So y'all click that link if y'all haven't already. Sub up to the bro. We getting our bro to the mark. We getting our family to the mark one by one. We gonna get there. I ain't gonna be satisfied till we all where we need to be, and we gonna work until we get to where we need to be. We ain't slowing down. We ain't letting up, and we ain't being closed mouthed either. So this is about being proactive and letting people know that it's a team of us out here. It ain't just do. It's a team of us. You see them TWTs all over the place. They family. We all dope. We all one of ones, and we gonna keep being dope. You know what I'm saying? And again, we gonna always display what support look like. I think that's what we do. Matter of fact, I know that's what we do. You catch us at any given time on any of our platforms, making what I like to call responsible content, because that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? So we just gonna keep pushing, growing, grinding. Y'all gonna hear me speaking like this a lot toward the end of the lives because it's something that need to be said. And we just gonna rock out like that. And again, to everybody that pulled up to this second live, I appreciate all y'all, every last one of y'all, the fam. Again, that's the bro link. Y'all haven't clicked it yet. It only takes seconds. Click that link, get my bro right. And we appreciate y'all. We grind for y'all. We're gonna stay consistent. We're gonna keep this content coming. And like I said, I should have a nice little sit down with nice little decent fighter, But that's for tomorrow. So y'all stay tuned for that. So all in all, man, we're going to see how this situation shake out. This domino effect for us not getting undisputed. We're getting a lot of other shaky news and weird stuff happening. But again, the walls is closing in on everybody, on boxing as a whole, in terms of people not delivering and having more mouth than they do hands. That's not going to work in 2023. So they better get all this social media shit talking and calling out and all this bogus activity. They better get it all out their system, because when this next year up, everybody, and I mean everybody, don't care how much I like you, rock with you, support you, none of that. If you're not moving the way you're supposed to be moving, we will hold you accountable. But I'm going to always say this. It will not be in the, we will not put content out in a way that tears the fighter down. So I urge people to listen twice, or sometimes listen 3 times as much as you talk. Because although we the critiques might be heavy, we still realistic and we always within bounds. You know what I'm saying? We use our platforms to be assets to the boxing world. So I'm a firm believer that before we all said and done, we're going to make a mark and they're going to view us as an asset to the boxing world. So until then, we got plenty more work to do, and we're going to keep putting that work in straight like that. You know what I'm saying? Team Bud looking for a soft touch. Yeah, facts is what he was looking for, 8-1. So again, appreciate all y'all, man. We going, again, young boy, Jae-Han Ingram. He said Tank can box. We chopped that up. Now my eyes is on him. I got to see how good he is. If you think Tank can box, get your ass in there with him. Mr. 3-0, 3 KOs, and he'll gladly show you that he can box. So that's my thoughts on this, man. That's my just do on it. Y'all know my slogan. We ain't here to break the news. We're here to have a conversation. We just had a hell of a conversation. And on that note, y'all smash the like button on the way out. Salute to my TWT family and everybody. Damn, man, everybody that pulled up to the stream the second time around. We grind for the people, and TWT, we making our mark. So salute to all my family. Y'all smash that like button on the way out, and we up out of here. Peace.